vigilante. Resist the system, you know what I'm saying? Feel good right now. Let's get it.
Keep it 100. Hey, minor is the one you want talking to your sons. I can talk about God, I can tell them about drugs. I can show them how to move when they see you in the mud. Get to work and make a brick. It was me and Doc putting everything on the house, investing everything in music, then explain it to the spouse. Came a long way from sleeping on my brother's couch. Realest you done met, call a op, he a vouch. Yeah, I own a few mistakes, but being fake ain't one of these. Matter of fact, I probably kept it too real for TV. I can tell you all the lies your favorite rapper like the dream, like that diamond.
I done woke up, slept on me, trying to eat with vultures. Y'all look frail, let me feed the culture. Can't get full of the lead and coke, huh? Still sober? Y'all OD, follow me. Where the rain follow me, king. Yeah, I know the king, Martin Luther King. You ain't really on the throne, boy, you in a dream. Wake up, y'all don't want it. Down to the white, I better put Marlo on it. And let's soon Chico Hilo, homie. And if I'm scared, I guess I don't know it. Cause I'm still going right where the heat at. And where I ain't supposed to be, that's where I be at. And I spit that, sit back, listen to the truth while the sky crack. And the Lord get back. Or somebody wants some get back. And they click clack, leave you been back, looking at the syntax. Never left, but I've been back, cross on my big neck. And I don't rap gospel, I live that. But I'm nothing but a gimmick. You see me in the club, funny, you was in it. Skip a cosign, shout out to the homie Kendrick. And all I hear is crickets when I run into the critics. Oh well, show tells me a lot when they tell me to rock. Keep my eyebrows raised, smell what I'm cooking. And the sales may drop, yeah, the meal may stop. But they ask for the truth, yeah, I'm a dork. They like, how you do that now? Sound kinda nice, boy, who that down? Is everything real good, true and fair? But you probably wouldn't listen if you knew that down. If you knew that down.
The heart beats just a little faster right now, doesn't it? As they stand alone right now. No cornermen. They're just ready to make the ring walk for the biggest fight ever.
Keep your chin tucked. It's the one and only Ghost with the shout on the front. I hope you're having a blessed night, man. And damn, we're ready. I didn't even start off. Hold on, who that? Pounds? What's going on, Pounds? Hey, you know what's so crazy, man? Before I even start, you know what I realized, bro? Hold on, let me check my let me check everything. Hold on. You know what I realized, bro? Yesterday when I was doing my live, hold on. Yesterday when I was doing my live and I realized, I said, yo, if Berlanga wins, I'll shut my channel down. Right now, I got to keep that promise, bro. Now, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it earlier and I'm like, I can't believe I said that. But to be honest with you, I will keep that promise, bro. I will keep that promise. And I'm actually going to add a caveat to that. At first, I said that I'll shut my channel down if Berlanga knocks out Canelo. Now I'm changing it. If he wins. Disqualification, points, anything. Does that, I swear to you, I'll shut my channel down. No arguments coming from me, bro. No arguments coming from me. In reality, like I said, I haven't really been wanting to do this for a while anyway. I've only been doing it because I love boxing and it's something to do. But social media, after a while, it's not for everybody, bro. It's not for everybody. It's really not. So sometimes, like, I need some sort of push to do things because I'm the type of person where, like, I'll just keep doing it. Like, I need motivation. So I'm going to need motivation to stop. So my motivation is I will stop my channel if Berlanga wins. But that shit is a lot. But, bro, you never know. You never know. You know, I was thinking earlier today and I said, you know, he's got a chance, bro. He really does. He is heavy-handed. I mean, he doesn't have massive power, but he's heavy-handed. And he could land a punch, bro. You never know. You never know. Because, somebody has said something yesterday and it made kind of sense. Canelo, although he is the favorite and everything, when you really think about it, he's, for his age, he's really older than what he is because he's had a lot of fights. And I wouldn't necessarily say Canelo's been in wars, but he's been in a lot of fights, bro. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Munguia hit him more times than he should have got hit? Canelo in his last fight? I think Canelo looked good, but I went back and I looked at the fight again today. I did notice some things. I ain't gonna lie. And I shit you not. I'm keeping it 100% because I don't like Berlanga. I give Berlanga a lot of shit. I really do. I give Berlanga a lot of shit, but you guys know why. You know why I give him a lot of shit, right? And what's so crazy is I didn't even realize this dude had somewhat of a fan base, but he does, bro. He does have somewhat of a fan base. And it's kind of crazy because it's funny what some of them are saying to me. And I'm like, bro, stop it, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here with that, bro. I could say, first off, let me make it clear, bro. I could say whatever the fuck I want to say. How about that? Let's get that out the way. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. If I don't like the motherfucker, I don't like the motherfucker, right? It ain't nothing really personal about it. It's just there's a multitude of things. There's a multitude of things that make me think he's not gonna win. That's all, And even before this fight was even announced, there's a multitude of things. It's not just one thing. It's not just two things. It's a multitude of things, bro. The resume. You mix that in with, I really don't like the way he acts. But that doesn't matter. It shouldn't really matter. Like it shouldn't matter how a person acts. But I'm a human being, bro, and I try to be real. Like I'm not gonna fake. I never fake anything, bro. Like to me, like I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not, And if I really wanted to put on a persona and go a different route, I could have been done that, bro. I could have been put on a persona, changed my channel around and focused it on one fighter, put a narrative in there and got subscribers because there's formulas out there, bro. People do it all the time. I just wanted to talk boxing, but I try to be as honest as I can, right? If I don't like somebody or I just get a bad vibe from them, I can't help that, bro. I can't help it. You ever been somewhere and you sit down? Have you ever met somebody? Have you ever met somebody and when you meet them, you're like, something is weird about this guy? That's never happened to you before? You can't tell me that's never happened to you before. Well, same thing happens to me when I'm watching TV. The same thing happens when I'll be watching a movie. I'm dead ass serious. I'll be watching a movie and I look at somebody and I go, I get a bad vibe from him. He's acting. He's acting. It don't matter, bro. I just get a bad vibe from him. Edgar, but I do understand the way he acts, though. I understand, especially coming from where he's from and everything like that. It's just, I don't know, man. Yeah, that was funny. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play that. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, listen, I'm not gonna lie. The last couple of days, the way Berlanga's been talking is growing on me in an entertainment sense. Like, because he's funny to me. But the reason what makes it so much more funny is because I know he believes it. You know what I mean? It's not like he's doing it to be fake. Like everything Berlanga says, by the way, he acts like that even before this fight, bro. You can go pull up any interviews. He literally, that's what makes it so funny to me. He's not putting on a front. Like he really thinks he's going to do all this shit. And he might. You never know, bro. You never know. Canelo's a human being. He is heavy-handed. But like I said, I think a lot of things got to line up for this dude to lose. I mean, for Canelo to lose, man. But I did go back and I looked at the Munguia fight. Now, maybe it's just me. But it could just be in my mind. I don't know. But when I looked at the Munguia fight, Canelo looked a little slower than me. He looked just something was off. I don't know. and he had a good performance, and he dropped Munguia. I've been looking at Canelo, and I'm like, is he the same fighter? I mean, look, what keeps a fighter to me like really great is a person that lives that lifestyle, right? But even when you live that lifestyle, when you think about it, like it's gonna catch up to you at some point. Like even when you're working out, and even when you're a bodybuilder, and even when you're an athlete, they don't recommend you do that shit all year round, bro. Sleeping recovers your body, and just getting rest and everything. I don't know how, like, Canelo's been doing this shit a long time, and he lives boxing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying he doesn't go on vacation. I'm not saying he doesn't golf or whatever, but I'm saying he lives that boxer's lifestyle, like Bud Crawford or like a Mayweather. I've never seen Canelo blown up in between fights. Have you ever seen Canelo fat? I've never seen him fat. He's always in the gym. I remember one time he didn't even have a fight lined up, and he was doing an interview, and he was just in the gym, and he was literally looking like he was training for a fight. Shit could catch up to you after a while, is all I'm saying. It could happen, bro. It could happen. You never know. But again, I don't think Berlanga has the tools to do it. Okay. And he doesn't even, I think his timing is off. But I was looking at Berlanga again today. He is heavy-handed, bro. I'm trying to give him as much credit as I can today without shitting on him. Because a lot of these dudes are, it's kind of funny. You would think me being on YouTube for this long, I would not let people get to me. But I'm a human being, bro. I'm a human being. When people say shit to me, sometimes I do acknowledge it. Sometimes I know the best thing for me to do is just not even fucking acknowledge them. But I'm a human being. And sometimes I'll be sitting down and I'm looking at the comments and I'm like, why? Like, I know dudes are trolling too. But I think some people are dead serious. Like, you got people that really think I hate my own people. You got people thinking I'm this and that. And like, no, bro, that's not true. It's not true at all. That's not true at all. Anybody that knows me knows that if I like you and you're my friend, or I go for you for a team, like, I'm harder on you than I am on people I don't like. That's how I am, bro. That's how I am. Some people don't really like me in real life, like as friends, because I'm hard on that person, bro. Because I'm like, bro, I don't want you to fuck up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a fucking yes man. I'm gonna tell you. I'm dead ass. I'm gonna tell you. I've told men before, like, I felt like he was treating his girl wrong. I'll never do that shit again. Almost got into a fight. I really thought he was treating his girl wrong. And I'm like, bro, you need to chill. She's gonna leave you. That's the type of friend I am. But some motherfuckers take that shit the wrong way. I'm like that in real life, bro. Like, I'm harder on the boxers that I support, bro. Why you think I've been going at Teo for the past month? I've been going at Teo because I'm gonna say it again, and every time I get on Teo, people come at me too, bro. I see him losing soon, bro. I see him losing soon because I look at his last performance, right, against Claggett. And I'm just telling you, bro, I see shit that I feel like Teo shouldn't be doing at this point in his career. And I know everyone looks at the fact, well, look, man, he landed an all-time high and he did this and he did that. Yeah, and what else? What else did you see? He couldn't put the man away, right? Teo was lumped up, was he not? Like, this shit, like, y'all not looking at that? You're just looking at, that's what people do that are in denial and shit. Like I'm looking at everything. What if that wasn't Claggett in there and that was fucking Tank or somebody else, or I don't know. You know what I mean? Or even O'Ryo. You think O'Ryo gives Teo problems? I think O'Ryo gives Teo problems. That's the truth. Am I going to tell you Teo going to steamroll right through O'Ryo? No. Let's just keep it a buck. Do y'all think O'Ryo gives Teo problems? Just be honest. He outboxed Pitbull pretty well. He did good. O'Ryo surprised me, right? If you guys remember, before the fight, I showed y'all O'Ryo's training camp, right? And he was with Virgil. He was with Virgil every day. And that's how I knew Virgil. Like, I was surprised to see Virgil get I was surprised to see Virgil get tired because that was the first time I seen Virgil get tired. But then again, I look back at Virgil and I'm looking at how many bro, he's throwing mad punches and he's throwing everything into his punches. But that's a different story. But I remember I'm watching O'Reilly's training camp and I'm like, yo, I like he's in the best shape of his life. The only thing that's concerning to me is what happens when he gets hit with a good shot. Is he gonna abandon the game plan and just start fucking brawling with Pitbull? Right? Remember I kept saying that, but he kept his game plan and he beat Pitbull. And I know a lot of y'all don't like it. Now I was doing it live too, and some of y'all were like, "No, fuck, he got no, bro. He beat Pitbull, bro. He beat Pitbull." So now you take that El Rayo and put him against Teo. I think he gives Teo problems, bro, because now I can see that he can be disciplined. He can be disciplined. To me, your IQ, somebody mentioned it, your IQ and being disciplined is just as important than your heart and everything like that, bro. You go into the fight without discipline and whatever, when you fight someone, this is why I give, going back to Berlanga, why I give Berlanga such a low chance is because Canelo's been doing this for such a long time, right? And you know what's so crazy too? Another person says something to me, and I'm like, does it really come off like that? And somebody said to me that they feel like I'm a Canelo dick rider or something like that. And I'm like, hold on, I criticize Canelo. It's just I feel like I give him respect to where I give him respect to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like when you're trying to shame him with Jamal Charlo, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say when you're trying to shame him with Boo Boo Andre? Like, what do you want me to say, bro? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say no. I don't think he could beat Canelo. That's it. I'm not saying Canelo's unbeatable. He is beatable. But I go by the opponents that he's going against. I'm looking at Berlanga, and I'm like, bro, a lot of shit, like. Berlanga, you know, people think just because you're big and young, that's not just gonna win you a fight, bro. Like, are people forgetting the defense that Canelo has and everything like that? And did he say that to him? He said that to Berlanga. He said that to Berlanga. Yes, yeah, that's the one thing about Teo that I'll say, bro. Teo fights to his competition, right? Which I don't think is a smart thing, by the way. Do y'all think that's a smart thing? You should always be 100%, bro. I don't care who you fight. You should be tip-top shape, 100%, because this isn't fucking basketball, bro. This isn't football. And you can even get hurt in those sports, but this is a combat sport where like people die. You know what I mean? People really take for granted that it's a combat sport, and it's very your brain is not meant to get hit, bro. You know, you shouldn't just be rising to the occasion because of your opponent. I don't like that about Teo. I don't. It's weird to me how Teo does good against Loma, does good against Taylor, but then struggles against somebody that we hardly fucking know. That's as a Teofimo fan, that's worrisome. You know, it is what it is. And people say that they're not fans of fighters, bro. I think everybody's like, some people like all fighters are like, there's certain fighters that I gravitate to. And what that means is when they fight somebody, I'm going for them. But I try to respect all fighters. But like I said, I'm going to be real. If there's a fighter that I support, I'm going to be harder on them. So that's why I've been going at Teo lately, is because I know for one that Teo, regardless of what people think, Teo will fight you, bro. I don't think Teo's scared of anybody. I think Teo will fight Bud. I think Teo will fight Brian Norman Jr. These are dangerous fights, bro. And I'm not gonna sit here and go, oh, because I like him, he's gonna steamroll through. Nah, I'm gonna tell you what I think, bro. I'm gonna tell you what I think. At 140, I don't think his power. I'm not saying his power didn't totally. I'm not saying Tio got no power at 140. That was something else somebody was saying to me. Like, I never said Tio ain't got no power. I said he doesn't look like he's carrying the same power as he did at 135 that he does at 140, bro. He flatlined Richard Comey in the second round. And when Tio was getting motherfuckers out of there at 135. He was getting them out of there. At 140, he's not. That's the truth. So I'm not saying Tio got no power, but I don't think he's got the same amount of power as he had at 135. You know, as you move up, your opponents are bigger. So now he's thinking about moving up to 147 to fight Brian Norman Jr. Right? I hope that fight happens, right? I think Tio can beat him, but Tio can beat him boxing him, bro. Maybe Claggett, now, mind you, Claggett, he went down the list for Claggett because if you remember, he was going to fight Ramirez. That didn't go through. Then the whole Matias thing happened. That didn't go through, right? And then somebody else was supposed to fight Tio too, right? And that didn't go through. Then Claggett came up. But maybe they picked Claggett because they're getting him ready for somebody. I don't know. That type of style. Doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you what I feel like Tio was struggling with in that fight. And I just feel like he should have got that dude out of there, bro. That's me. I feel like he should have got him out of there. What's going on, man? Listen, Tio does some cringe shit sometimes. I'll admit it. He does some cringe shit. But you know what I like about Tio, bro? I like that he don't give a fuck. I like that. I like Virgil Ortiz, right? I keep bringing up Virgil because I like that shit. People are getting on him because he's angry right now. I'm not saying he's not real emotional. Virgil Ortiz is real emotional. The way he fights, he's really emotional. And I feel like he's too emotional where that fuck around and lose the fight if you're fighting somebody with experience. Virgil Ortiz is very emotional, but I like that. I like it when someone gets dropped and they get up and now they're mad. And instead of them holding, even though the smart thing might be to hold, the smart thing might be to go backwards. I like the fact that he gets hurt and he's like, fuck that. I'm going to fight you. I like that as a boxing fan. That's me. Eric Morales used to do that. Tito used to do that. Shit. Even Evander Holyfield. Wait, you would catch Evander Holyfield was a smaller heavyweight. And when his ass would get caught, he'd try to get you back before that bell rang. I don't know. It just it's not always the smartest thing, but that's what I gravitate to. So one of the things I like about Tio is he don't give a fuck, bro. You're right, Boxing Magic, but at the same time, brother, when I was criticizing Tio too, I remember everything I was saying, you was like, you didn't want to hear it, bro. Like, I know you like Tio too, but come on, bro. You telling me everything you saw from Tio and Claggett was like perfect, bro? Because I remember I made a comment. I was playing around. I was being, what do you call it? What do you call it when you're like, what is the word when you're saying something, but you don't really mean it? What is the word where like I tell you something, but like I really don't mean it. There's a fucking word for it, man. Help me out here. Damn, bro. Now I'm gonna get a freeze. Basically, I was saying it. I wasn't serious, bro. I wasn't serious. And I said, "Oh, yeah, sarcastic. Thank you, Iceman. Thank you, bro. See my brain. Thank you, brother. I was being sarcastic. I was like, oh, okay, my bad. I ain't gonna criticize Tio. He fucking was perfect, bro. He was perfect. Great defense. Didn't get hit. Great power. Great everything. And you was like, yeah, basically." Like, come on, bro. You can't tell me that you didn't expect him to do. Listen, there's other people that like Tio that said the same thing, bro. And I'll go off where other people go off. I'm just telling you, like, it ain't just like I'm making up shit. I just thought, I'm not saying his performance wasn't good, but then again, I expect more. It is what it is. Now, I will be honest. I didn't know Claggett. I didn't know Claggett, right? So I'm giving. I understand. Like, I'm not saying Claggett is trash or anything. I never really knew him, and it's not just him. There's a lot of Canadian fighters that people from Canada, like fighters from Canada, that we don't know about. You remember the dude that Boots knocked out in the second, third round? He was an undefeated welterweight. Do you remember him? I think his name started with a C. Did it? I remember I had seen him fight a couple times, but I was like, yo, like, they don't really show this guy. Thank you, Castillo Clayton. Thank you. Yeah, Castillo Clayton. He was another one that was good out of Canada, supposedly. But a lot of people didn't really know him because and some fighters from Canada, I don't know why it's like that, but Claggett, I didn't know Claggett, but I still expected him to do better. It is what it is, bro. Like I said, I'm harder on fighters that I like, bro. Everyone's different. Everyone's different. You see it in this community all the time. You got people that like fighters and won't even criticize them. They won't even go there. They won't even go there, bro. Even if they know the like clear as fucking day, they won't even go there. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. Maybe I'm too hard sometimes. So I'm admitting that the shit I've been saying about Berlanga, going back to Berlanga, has been maybe a little bit overboard. Okay? A little bit overboard, but it still stands, bro. It still stands, bro. It doesn't increase his chances. I don't think he's got a big chance. But what I'll say is that I'm admitting to you that the way I personally feel about the person has been affecting how I've been judging them. So I'm trying to give Berlanga as much credit as I can. He is heavy-handed. I don't think he's scared of Canelo. He's bigger. He is a lot bigger. He is a lot younger. And that's about it. He's got heart, heavy-handed, taller, bigger, and younger. Anything else I'm missing here? Because I'm trying to keep it real now. Because a lot of these dudes are coming at me, and some of them, I know some of them are trolls, but like, what do you what do you want me to do, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, come on, bro. This is Berlanga here that we're talking about, bro. Am I missing something that he does spectacular? He doesn't even throw his jab constantly. Now, Canelo doesn't even have a jab really that he throws a lot either, too. But I just think the timing is what's going to get him. But going back to it, he could catch Canelo, bro. Canelo's human. Canelo's human. I ain't going, nah. I ain't going that far, Raven. Nah. And that's another thing. Yeah, people, bro, I'm not. Just because I stick up for Canelo sometimes, I'm not a hyper Canelo fan, bro. I've never been. I know it looks like that. It looks like that. The reason why it looks like that is because the situations that I feel, you know what it is? You know what it is? I've watched boxing like some of y'all through different generations, right? And it's weird to me when there's a generation where I'm seeing a fighter and I clearly remember when boxing was so fucking stagnant. I clearly remember a time where it was so bad, bro. It was bad. I remember like even content creators was trying to find content because there was no good fights, bro. People were beefing. There was more beef between content creators than actual talking about fights, right? You remember that? And this is when PBC was putting on pay-per-views every fight. Ortiz and Ruiz and what's his name? What's his name? The dude that retired. Wilder and fucking Hellenius and all this other shit, right? A lot of it had to do with PBC, but there was times where Top Rank too was everybody wasn't putting on good fights, right? Then we got to add in the fact that COVID happened, right? So we had the lockdowns and everything. And if you remember, I think it was the UFC, it was the first combat entity to start during the COVID. Nobody wanted to really do anything. I remember correctly, it was UFC followed by Bob Arum. Bob Arum was the first one to throw, because I remember around that time, Loma and Tio happened during the COVID lockdown. And I remember the press conference. During there, I remember a time when that whole year that Canelo went on his run, that was like the highlight of the year. That run he did at 168 was like the highlight, bro. And he ran through that fucking division. I don't care what anybody says. He ran through it, bro. I don't look at the skin color. I don't look at none of that. I look at they were young, undefeated champions. In a span of a year, this man ran through that whole division, right? Then, even after that, in between fights, he loses the Bivol, right? And he's still fighting fighters that are undefeated. And the reason why it looks like I'm a Canelo dick rider sometimes, but I'm not, is because I'm looking at the unfair criticism sometimes. You look at his resume, and let's keep it a buck. You look at his resume, you could say what you think I'm doing or whatever, but you look at his resume, and there's not many people out there that are doing what he's doing, bro, as far as the names go. I'm not saying, do I agree that he fought Jermell? Do I agree that he's fighting Berlanga now? I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that when I look at him and I look at the names that he's got on his resume, and I go back at least, 9 fights? I go back at least 9 fights here, right? I don't see anyone else. Who else? Other than who? Maybe Inoue? Jaime Munguia was undefeated. Jermell Charlo was undisputed. John Ryder is probably better than everybody on Berlanga's resume. Triple G is always dangerous. Bivol was undefeated and beat Canelo. Caleb Plant was undefeated. Billy Joe was undefeated. Yildirim, although a light touch, was still better than most people on Jermall Charlo's resume maybe at that time. Callum Smith had won the tournament. Sergey Kovalev was a champion at 175. Daniel Jacobs, we know who Daniel Jacobs is. Rocky Fielding, once again, people get on him for Rocky Fielding, but Rocky Fielding is probably better than everybody in Berlanga's resume. Triple G twice. So the reason why sometimes it looks like I'm capping for him is because I'm just trying to keep it real with how I see it as a boxing fan. These are not easy fights. And when a person is so good that they make their fights look easy, people they take for granted. They take for granted. You take for granted. If you're living with a family member and you don't have a job, and that family member's like, don't worry, I'll pay your phone this month. So you get on your feet. I'll pay your phone this month, right? Don't worry, I got you, right? Then they do it again. Now you get accustomed to, he don't worry, I ain't got to do it because he'll pay it. That's what I feel like it happened with Canelo. It's like you're so accustomed to him beating people and making shit look easy. Now you don't want to see nothing but that. Now David I get it. But when it comes to Berlanga, like who else was he supposed to fight? A couple people made a comment on one of my lives, and I'd said, man, Canelo's to blame for this fight. And I'm like, well, how is he to blame for this fight? David came out and said he was going to 175. Did he not say that? David said that. David even asked for 2 extensions and then decided to go to 175. Berlanga, believe it or not, even though I feel like William Skull and Shishkinin or whatever the hell, I think those guys give Canelo a harder fight. But market-wise, business-wise, Berlanga, Puerto Rico versus Mexico is the best option that he had. Yeah, see, that's being that's being sarcastic. Yeah. HOD, thank you. See, HOD's Puerto Rican and he understands because we don't shit on our people, but it's like Josue Vargas, bro. Like, I'm not gonna cap for that guy. I'm not gonna cap for him. He was acting like I was glad he got knocked out. Talking like you know, he was talking like he would. Look, the one thing I don't like, bro, is like you don't gotta like be all like. There's a difference between selling a fight and straight up just acting ignorant, bro. Straight up acting ignorant. Hold on 1 second. Now you know some people can't help being ignorant. But then again, some of the shit is entertaining. Like this was entertaining.
Don't play no games, cause my got guns with them, bro. And me and my nigga, we done already beat bodies, and they still looking for me.
Like that was entertaining to me. The whole Blair Cobb, you know, Adrian Broner press conference. But see, not every. That's with certain fighters, man. That's with certain fighters, though. But I am gonna admit one thing: Berlanga's growing on me as far as like the shit talking goes. The reason why it's growing on me is because it's authentic with him, meaning like he's not faking the way he's talking. He's not faking that, bro. You go to watch Berlanga in any other video, he's talking the same, bro. Before this fight, after the fight, about Caleb Plant, before he fucking up, he's always acted, which is why to me it's entertaining because he really believes this shit. So to me, it is entertaining, bro. I don't know if you guys had seen this. This made me laugh the other day. Hold on. Let me pull it up. This made me laugh the other day, bro. Hold on. I know I have it. I got so many damn videos here. I gotta start labeling these things a lot better, bro. I got so many damn videos here. It's not even funny, bro. Hold on. Here we go.
Canelo Alvarez. You know, he's a legend. You feel me? And, you know, you got to take your hat off to him. At that level where he's at, bro, like, you can't.
Where I want to get the other part. That's a cut down version. Hold on. That's a cut down version. Oh, here it is.
Caleb Plant, man, y'all too big, you know.
So I found this interesting. This is before the Canelo fight was even announced. Just to let you know. This is not this press conference. This is about I don't know how many months ago. I'm pretty sure this is before the fight was announced. And look, he's talking the same.
Caleb Plant, man, y'all too big, you know. Y'all been in the mix, like just, you know, real life social. I've been seeing the
fucking Edgar, man.
Twitter and all that.
I
can do that, right? Yeah. He gonna see this. Yeah. He know what's up. Like, he got his 2 losses. Like, he fought 2 big names at 160. He fought Benavidez and he fought Canelo. He made the bag. My status and my name, I'm up there, you know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna make a couple M's fighting me, you feel me? So I already know. In the beginning, I was cool with the nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like,
is it? That's why I'm starting to say he's starting to grow on me because that shit is hilarious. The fact that he really thinks that he's the motherfucker people are gonna make M's off of and a draw. But like I said though, his shit talking is starting to grow on me because he's always been like this. I still don't give him a chance in winning at all. What I am saying is that this shit is kind of entertaining. At first, I'm like, when I at first, because I really thought the dude was just faking it to make it. But I looked at a lot of interviews from this kid, bro. He's always been like this, always.
Yo, bro, because I got respect for the nigga. At the end of the day, you got to get a nigga respect. You know what I'm saying? He fought at that level, but he's like, Then I just got, I got him on New York shit. You feel me? Fat Joe come like, nigga, you look like you was on my
This fucking
God. I'm like, yo, bro, like, this nigga got me out of, you know what I'm saying? He lucky I ain't smacked the shit out of him, because I'm really like that. I would have smacked, I would have knocked him out. You know the slap contest? Oh, yeah. Boom! I would have did the...
Fucking this guy, bro. What does being from New York have to do with anything? I don't know. The fact that he always brings it up. He brings it up. That's why, brother. Because he brings it up constantly. Constantly. That's all he does. Let me pull up. Hold on. Right, HOD. He's not faking his personality. Yeah, he's not faking that. He's not faking that. Look. His hold on 1 second. Let me see. Right here. Okay.
Nah, I mean, for me, it was, no, go. No, I was gonna say that's the most dumbest shit. That I want to break this guy. I'm killing you this thing. I'm killing you. It's not. It don't work like that. You're a killer. You're a killer. So you make of him comes over 20 pounds, or and you supposed to be a Mexican warrior, and you, bro. That's the most dumbest shit. Dumb. That's a dumb. Maybe like the Mungia.
This guy will remind you like 20 times he's from New York and he's Puerto Rican, bro. So that's why I don't know. He always brings it up. That's why I found that funny yesterday.
So yeah, it's the cameras. What do you? About 3 years and like I'll find him. But like, so what's the difference here? Hey, what does it matter? He jumps up 15, 20 pounds. You jump up the same weight, bro. So what's the difference
Another
here?
thing too, another thing to point out is also his father. His father, I think I showed you guys this the other day. His father is just as bad.
We was cordial, we was like cool, appreciate we got a fight, and then, he comes over here, he wanna act cocky, like now he wanna show up, so we gonna go right back to him, like, we not no fucking punk. You know what I mean? We from New York. I'm from New York. I grew up, my son. You know what I mean? I'm from the street. I got a great family that I grew up.
There you go, brother. So you wondering why is New York always, because they always bring it up. That's why.
Grow me good. But I'm from the street. I grew up, my son, like, like a warrior. And wherever we go.
No, that's the criticism that I give him, man. That's the criticism that's what I'm saying. He hasn't fought anybody, but the saying is, if you haven't fought nobody, you got to fight somebody sometime, right? It's the same thing with Boots. Like, people say Boots hasn't really fought a lot of, bro. Okay, but you got to give him the opportunity. Do you not? At some point, he's got to fight somebody. The only thing is, Berlanga's going from fighting people I've hardly ever seen, maybe once or twice, to fucking fighting Canelo Alvarez. That's just a huge leap.
We represent, you know what I mean? And we give him respect, but now he come over here in LA, he think he's the shit. Yo, fuck him, bro. Fuck him, the whole fucking team.
Do you think this?
Now, Canelo, we're gonna knock you out. Come in the first round and trying to fight us. Don't run like you be doing, running around. Fight, come for the first round and fight us.
You see, that's what I'm saying. Even his pops be bugging because it's like, I don't remember Canelo running. When was the last time I saw Canelo running? But this is what I mean, though. Like, they're not faking, bro. This is how they really are, bro. I was talking to my friend today, and she told me that I do the same thing sometimes. Like, when I'm talking, I'll tell her, like, I'm from New York. She's like, you do the same thing. I don't know why. People from New York just always like to remind you that they're from New York. I don't do it as much as this. Nowhere fucking near as this. This guy, he tells you every second.
You're gonna get knocked the fuck out. It's not that I'm dreaming about Canelo. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Canelo said that Edgar was scared.
Nah, I'm just saying, I'm trying to give him a little bit of credit, bro, because I don't know if, hold on. Let me finish this and then I'll come back to that.
Now he's the one scared. He's scared. Watch one son touch him. You're gonna be more scared. My son's powers is another level, man.
Oh, I gotta play it. Like when Berlanga says, look into my eyes.
What Tony Montana said? Your eyes don't lie, Chico. You see my eyes right now when you said that.
Killer eyes, bro. Killer eyes.
He's gonna be talking about that. Oh, Edgar Berlanga, when he touched me, oh my God, my body shake. You know? My name is important to me in life, you know? In the street and wherever I go, my name has got to be on top always. You know, I'm a word of my man.
Final message: when your son and Canelo get in the ring, what happens?
Canelo, you getting knocked out, and then we're gonna pull you like this to suck after we fucking knock you the fuck out.
Go on. Nah, I'm not. What I am saying is this. I reflect on things, bro. I reflect on things. Like yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw my live yesterday, but I said that if Berlanga wins, I'm shutting my channel down, right? Well, I'm real stubborn. I'm like that. I already said it, so I'm not backing out. I'm being dead serious with you. I'm not going to look like a fool. Some people might say that's stupid, but if I say something, I'm going to try to do it. It's just how I am. If Berlanga wins, I'll shut my channel down. You won't see me no more. You won't see no videos from me. You won't see me go live. You won't see nothing from me. I'm being dead serious. I'm doubling down on it. But I look back at things and I look back at, you know, some people that say things. I try to look at what people say. Now, I know a lot of people are trolling. I know that people troll, but not everybody's trolling. And yes, I shouldn't worry about what other people think, but let's keep it 100 here. Let's keep it 100 here. People that say they don't care what other people think, a lot of people say that. A lot of people say that. And that is true. Maybe you don't care what people think, but I'm pretty sure you care about what the people that love you think, right? Maybe you just don't give a fuck about nobody. I don't know. I can't speak for you. I can speak for me. Me, I try not to care what other people think, but I still acknowledge what people say. It's just how I am. Some people really look at me and really think like you're like you a Canelo dick rider, you hate your own people. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. No. I'm just very honest, bro. I try to be brutally honest. When I was getting on Devin Haney for all that time, I said I don't like Devin Haney. How many people can come out and tell you that they don't like a fighter though? How about let's start there. Let's start there with a lot of these channels, bro. Let's start. How many channels are going to be straight up honest with you and tell you how they really think? Or how many channels is going to tell you and come straight out and go, oh, I'm not criticizing this guy because I really like him. Or I'm not going to criticize this guy because he gives me interviews. Or I don't like this fighter. Not many channels do that, bro. They're gonna put on a front. They're gonna put on a front. As much as I watch The Boxing Voice, right? And I do watch The Boxing Voice, I'm very truthful and upfront with what I see. With anybody, bro. Anybody. I don't care who it is, whether I know you or I don't know you. I'm gonna give you my brutal ass opinion on you, bro. I am. You want my honest opinion about The Boxing Voice? I like The Boxing Voice. I watch it almost every other day, or when nobody's live, I watch that show. But I also know that there are certain fighters on that show that get the biggest push, bro. And for sometimes I'm looking at it like, why? Like, why? Like, for some reason, they can't criticize Devin Haney. That's the shit I'm talking about. you know? So I try to be honest with how I am. I told people that I didn't like Devin, but I explained why. Now I don't mean personally. I don't mean personally. I'm just telling you I didn't like the way he was moving because for a long time I was like, bro, this kid rehydrates a lot. He's moving very, very strategically, which is fine. I don't got a problem with that. But what I got a problem with is when somebody's moving strategically and another fighter's doing it and he's being called a duck. He's being called a duck. He's being called all this and all that. But when Devin is doing it, it's called being smart. It's called being smart and hit and not get hit and all this other shit. But when other people do it, oh, he a duck and he this and he that and he that. I was calling this shit out, bro. I was just calling it out. The same channels that was getting on Canelo for being safe. I'm like, what the fuck you think Devin doing? Is Devin taking all the killers on? No, he's not. No, he's not. Soon as Teo lost to Cambosis, he came in there quick as fuck and scooped up that undisputed, right? Through one fighter. But who did all the heavy lifting, bro? Who did the heavy lifting in that division? Teo, right? Same channels was getting on Teo. They were getting on Teo because he left the WBC tournament. He was going to fight or whatever, right? He left, went over and fought Nakatani and fought Richard Comey, then fought Loma, right? Did all the heavy lifting. Then he loses the Cambosis and Devin comes in and scoops it up. Yet they give Teo so much shit. They give Teo so much shit. Let it have been the other way around. That's the shit I call out. That's what I was doing when it came to Devin. The same channels would get on him, would get on Teo and get on Canelo. And this motherfucker's doing like almost the same exact shit. So plus it's content, plus we talk boxing, plus everybody got different takes. So it's just how I am, bro. I've always tried to be honest. And when it comes to Berlanga and Devin, I've said that I just don't like them. I don't know why. Berlanga, I think Berlanga, because I'm from New York, and people from New York and Jersey will tell you, bro, when you're around people like that your whole life, sometimes like he gives me that grimy snakish fucking feeling, Berlanga, right? I mean, shit, the way he acts, bro, just reminds me of everybody I grew up with. A lot of people that I grew up with. I'm not saying that he's truly like that. I'm just telling you the vibe he gives off on me. Just the vibe. And because I get that vibe, it influences me the way that I look at him. And I'm being honest with you when I say that, though. But I'm trying to give him more credit today. Because yesterday when I logged off, and I looked back at my live, because I go and I look back at my lives, I'm like, damn, Shadow, you done told people that if this kid wins, you shutting your channel now. Now you can't back out now, because I don't want to look like no bitch, and I don't want to look like I can't keep my word. So then I started thinking to myself, what is the probability of this kid winning? Better than what I've been giving him, maybe. I still don't think he's going to win. But it's possible. It's possible. The reason why I feel like the way I am is because it's like when was the last time you seen Canelo hurt? When was the last time you seen Canelo hurt? Like visibly hurt. Not like that's a good shot. Let me reset my feet. No. Like when was the last time you seen Canelo get caught and wobbled, bro? I don't remember. Maybe Cotto's brother? Maybe. What, Triple G? So but then I'm thinking like, bro, Father Time catches up with everybody. And not only that, you could be as good as you can. Everyone knows you get hit with the right shot and you could get disconnected from your brain. Perfect example, Andre Durrell and Caleb Plant. One of the vicious most knockouts I've seen in a long time, bro. In a long time. And I came from Caleb Plant. And I honestly believe to this day that the reason why David Benavidez did not, and I'm being dead serious with you, bro. Go back to did you ever notice David Benavidez when he fought everybody, including Andre? Everybody. What did David do from the first round at 168? He went forward and walked him down. He didn't waste no fucking time, bro. Anybody except for Caleb Plant. Go back. The first 6 rounds, he was not going forward like that. Well, I thought about it. Like, why would he do that? Then I looked at what was Caleb's Plant fight before that. He had fucking knocked Darrell out with one of the vicious knockouts of the year. And he had what's his name? HLD, the guy that trains with the guy that was a strength trainer. What's his name? Breadman or something like that? Remember Breadman was the press conference and was like, hey, I've been working on his power, and Darrell was laughing at him. Darrell was laughing at him and said, yeah, white boy, you know, call him a white boy and all this other, and then he fucking disconnected him, bro. He sent him to the shadow realm. Vicious knockout. David didn't rush Caleb Plant after that. So anybody can hurt you. Anybody can knock you out. So I just started thinking about it. Like, it is possible, bro. It's possible he could catch Canelo. Of course. I just don't think it's going to happen. I know. That's the other funny thing. It was, yeah, but that was like so long ago. But I'll tell you what, Berlanga is heavy-handed. I'm giving him more credit than I've been giving him. He is heavy-handed. He's more heavy-handed than what I was saying. I still don't think he's got vicious knockout power like how they say it, though. I'm still standing my ground on that. They make it seem like this motherfucker even like a punch whizzes by you and you're going to sleep. No. But he's got some thuds to his shots, bro. He's got thuds. But like I said, like, we're talking Canelo here. Canelo to me has got. Let me ask you this. All right, how about this? If you was creating a fighter, I know content creators have played this game before. I've done this on a couple of other channels. They drop the link, and you know, where there's nothing really to fucking talk about, and people start saying, "Hey, if we were to create a fighter, like, you know, what foot, like whose footwork, if you was going to create an ultimate fighter, like whose footwork would you use, or whose defense would you use, or whose jab would you use?" Right? Let me ask you, if we were creating a fighter, who would you pick for chin? Name me some fighters right now. If you were creating the ultimate fighter and you wanted to create an ultimate fighter right now, you want to pick anybody's jab, anybody's right hook, anybody's power, anybody's defense, who would you pick for chin? Now, currently, not past, currently. He's got to be fighting now. Exactly. One of my first picks would be Canelo. Triple G, that's a good pick. But you see what I'm saying, though? Canelo would be up there. Canelo would be up there when we're talking about chin. What about defense? I know y'all gonna say Shakur, right? Y'all gonna say Shakur, right? But that's why that's why the chances with Canelo to me is I give Berlanga's sort of damn near zero chance. But see, I thought about it yesterday. That's not right. That's not right for me to do. That's not right. Because look at the situation I've even put myself in now. Look at the situation I put myself in now. If this motherfucker wins, I'm shutting my channel down. I put myself in that situation. Now, it's very easy. I could go, come on, Shadow, you ain't really got to do it. Yeah, but I don't want to look like a person that goes back on his word either. It's how I am. That's important to me. I don't want to go back on it. I don't want to be looked at as a person that said something. And I make mistakes and everything like that. As petty as it sounds, bro. I want to stand for something. You know what I mean? If he fucking wins, I'll shut my channel down. But when I thought about it, I said, yeah, you know what? Giving him no chance is really fucking not good. It's not good because how I'm writing him off, how I know. Now, I don't think Canelo is overlooking Berlanga, but let me ask you, if Canelo was going to overlook anybody, who you think it would be? Let's be dead ass here. I'm not saying he overlooks anybody, but if he was to overlook somebody, if Canelo was, who would it be? I say Berlanga. I'm just saying, bro. Look, to be honest with you, because I said I'll shut my channel down, that's why I've been having second guesses, bro. That's why. Ever since yesterday, I'm like, wow, Berlanga might pull this shit off. I'm not saying he's going to. I still stand on it. He hardly got a chance with me. But you know damn well Canelo is not worried about this, man. When they were talking, where is it? When they were talking,
everything in your body, nigga. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? Space out. I'm gonna break everything in your body, nigga. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? Space out. Mierda. You're gonna see. You're gonna see.
So many problems. You're gonna feel so much pain.
Never got hit by this before. I don't hit like Triple G. I don't hit like Kirkland.
You see.
I'm gonna break your nose.
You will see.
I'm gonna break
you
your
will
nose.
see.
I'm gonna break your nose. I'm gonna break everything in your body, nigga. What the fuck you talking about, nigga?
What do you think you are? You pretend you be too rude. For what?
Who's pretending?
You pretend.
That's who I am.
You pretend to be
that's
so
rude.
No. For what?
No.
For
As a fighter, I respect you.
fighter,
But we fighting, so there's no respect now. There's no respect. I respect you as a fighter. But we got a fight coming up.
I know.
We both know. You know I'm a gentleman.
You don't gonna do anything different to me. Come on. You don't bring anything new for me.
Tú estás viejo ya.
You gonna see this fucking old man. You gonna see.
Yo también.
Ese viejo te va a dar la putiza de tu vida.
Yo también.
Nomás date cuenta, la putiza de tu vida.
Los puertorriqueños manda, oíste.
Tú vas a ver.
Boy, he reminds you 20 times a day, bro. He's from New York and he's Puerto Rican. 20 times a fucking day. That would get old after a while, bro. If I was chilling with Berlanga and I don't know, I went for a drive, he'd probably tell you 20 times. But going back to it, if he was to overlook somebody, it would be Berlanga, bro. All right, let me put it like this. Am I overlooking Berlanga as a fan? Honestly. A lot of people would say yes. Like I said, for me to say that if he wins, I'll shut my channel down, that's got to be overlooking. Knowing in a sport where one punch could change everything and anything could happen, for me to say that, I'm overlooking him, am I not? You think I would? You think? Let's say if I. And by the way, let me go back to that. Like, part of the reason why I said I'll shut my channel down is because I'm being completely honest with you. I said because 3 or 4 times I contemplated this year shutting my channel down, and I didn't because of a couple of you guys and, you know, a friend and everything like that, just encouraging me and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I look at the overall aspect of things and I'm like, you know, this shit does affect my life in a negative way sometimes because I know I love boxing and I know sometimes I got to wake up the next day early and I'll log on and I'll say I only want to go for 20 minutes and I end up being 3-4 hours. And it happens all the time. And it affects my sleep and everything like that. Then I come home from work sometimes, or sometimes I'm like, you got it. Sometimes I'm not feeling well. And I'm like, you got to go live. And in my mind, I'm like, you don't got to do shit, bro. This is not your job. You don't even get paid doing this. But in my mind, I'm like, yo, nah, you got a channel. You got to go live. It's just how I am. It's like an OCD type of thing. So I contemplated shutting my channel down a couple of times. So I'm using this as an opportunity. If Berlanga wins, it gives me the reason to shut it down. But going back to that, let's say if I really didn't want to shut my channel down. Let's say if I really didn't. Do you think I'd pick a fight like you think I'd go Canelo and David Benavidez? Do you think I'd go if David beats Canelo, I'll shut my channel down? Do you think I would do it for a fight like that? No, that fight is damn near, that's a close fight. I don't care what anybody thinks. That's a close fucking fight. A lot closer than this. So the reason why I'm saying it here is because I feel like maybe I'm overlooking Berlanga, bro. I think Munguia beats Berlanga too. Yes. Some people don't agree with it. I do. I think what Munguia showed me in that Canelo fight, that was the best version of Munguia I've ever seen, by the way. I know he got dropped early. I know it looks like later on in the fight he kind of backed off. But them early rounds, that was probably like the best version of Munguia I've seen in a while. Let's not forget Dervinchenko, who's a hard fight for a lot of people, was piecing him up, bro. And Munguia doesn't have the greatest defense either. I do think Munguia beats Berlanga. I do think Caleb Plant beats Berlanga. Nah, I'm serious, HOD. I'm serious, brother. I'm serious. Berlanga wins. I'm shutting my channel down. I'm not going back on that, brother. I'm not going back on it. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's an excuse to do it. Because every time I've wanted to shut my channel down, either somebody influenced me not to or somebody talked me out of it. And another thing is too, let me make it clear. Another thing is I'm very open online. And I look back at it later and I don't think it's actually healthy all the time to be as open as I am. I'm a little bit too open. You see what I'm saying? I'm a little bit too open. And I don't like some of the things that I do sometimes. Like I've literally given people my address. I've literally given my government name out because I don't care. I don't give a fuck. But then I think like that's really not that smart, is it? For what? For what? To prove to somebody that you don't care? That's stupid. That's stupid. Just like it's stupid for me to say, I'm not going to go back on it because I could simply just go back on it and say, fuck what y'all think. I ain't shutting my channel down. It's stubborn for me to say, I'm going to shut it down if he went because that's just how I am. Also, I have a OCD-ish type nature, bro. I feel like because I have a channel, I have to go live, whether I'm monetized or not, bro. And if I don't do it, it's almost like anyone with OCD will tell you, bro, if you're a type of person that got to shut the door 6 times, try shutting the door 1 time and getting in your car and trying to leave. They won't. It'll drive them crazy. They will park that car, go upstairs and shut it another 5 times. That's how it is with OCD. Anybody with OCD will tell you, bro. You get this feeling like if you don't do it, something bad's going to happen. But if they ask you like, what's going to happen? You don't know. You don't know. It's just a feeling that something bad's going to happen. What rep it did what? Is that why? Wait a second. Is that why he don't have his channel no more? Are you serious? Is that true, y'all? See, he shut his channel down because he said Ryan was going to beat Tank? Is that true? Because I don't remember too many people saying they'll shut their channel down if somebody loses. Like, I know people did it with Spence and Crawford. That's different. That's different because they didn't want to save face. These dudes for fucking years was either they were tearing down Bud Crawford. They were tearing down Bud Crawford. They were making it seem like Spence is unbeatable. He's going to dog walk Crawford and everything. And because of their pride, they didn't want to fucking come on and admit that they were wrong. So they shut their channel down. But I don't remember too many people saying, hey, if this guy wins, I'll shut my channel down. Yeah, OG, right? I don't think that's why, right? I don't think that's why he stopped. It's not that I totally don't want my channel, bro. Obviously, bro, if I'm live right now, I want my channel somewhat. I'm talking about the overall aspect of things, bro. I could count on my hand how many times I had to wake up in the morning at like 6. More than 10 times. And I got on live and said, I'm only going to be 90 minutes, bro. And I fucking stayed on for 4 hours, bro. It happens all the time because you start talking about boxing and you love it or whatever. Just because I like doing it doesn't mean it's beneficial to my life. Does that make sense? Just because I do it all the time and I like doing it, that doesn't mean that overall it's great for my life. It's not, bro. Think about this. This might get some of y'all thinking, but you know what I thought about the other day? All the time I spend on my channel, I'm not even physically socializing with another person during those times. And I think this is just the world that we're in. Spending 3-4 hours when I literally could be outside, or you know what I mean? I do go out, but I'm saying I'm looking at the times that I go live. I'm on 3 hours, 4 hours. I could be outside. I could be chilling with somebody. I could be doing something. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm a deep thinker, bro. And I'm just looking at my channel and I'm just like, bro, it is what it is. If I was making a lot of money and shit like that, it'd be different, but I'm not in it for the money anyway. I got to be motivated, bro. I got to be motivated. And sometimes I'm not. I'm being honest with you. I'm not going to lie. And like I said, too, by the way, another thing is I don't like that I'm so honest online, bro. I don't think it's healthy, bro. I just don't. I don't know. I've been hard on myself lately, bro. I've just been looking at a lot of things and I'm like, I don't know. So I'm using it as an excuse, bro. But let's before everybody start getting all excited and shit. That's if Berlanga wins, bro. Let's keep this a bean now. Like, what are the odds? Watch this motherfucker knock Canelo out, bro. Oh my god. Yo, I'm gonna go live that night. Because that might be my last live. Who knows, bro? I need a co-host. No, this ain't the morning show. And besides, I don't even have a straight schedule, man. I go live whenever I go live. So let me get back to something that he said. Let me go back to Berlanga real quick.
Yeah.
You are going? Oh, real quick. Where is the fight gonna be at? Is it in LA? The Canelo and Berlanga fight? Where is it? You just reminded me. Thank you, man. Thank you. I know you didn't mean to do it, but I wanted to check. I'll share the screen. I wanted to check. Wanted to check the tickets. I wanted to see how well this fight is selling, bro. Hold on. Okay, let me share the screen. How well is this fight? Is it selling out? Green is available. Wow. I mean, it is. We still got a month away, right? Oh, wait. The screen isn't even showing. What the fuck am I doing? Hold on. My bad. Hold on. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. There it is. Green is available. We're still a month out. How much are these seats here? Hold on 1 second. $1,000. So if you wanted to sit right here, 15. They're going for about 1,000, 1,300, 1,400. One of them is 1,800. Right here, D is almost 2,000. C is almost 2,000. Let's see the back. $341. 463. You know what's crazy? The Devin Haney fight. If you remember, the Devin Haney fight was those tickets were. Do you guys remember when I would go live all the time for the Devin Haney fight and we would look at the tickets? Those shits were expensive for Devin Haney and Ryan. Even the back tickets, I remember, was like in the 700s, bro. Hold on one second. Oh, and another thing too. I forgot to tell ya. Another reason why I'm saying what I'm saying today. You ain't gonna believe this shit, bro. I had a dream last night. After I did, I think it's because of what I said last night, bro. I think it's because last night I was so adamant. I said, if he wins, I'll shut my channel down. I fucking had a dream he knocked out Canelo, bro, in the third round. In the third round. He dropped Canelo in the second and then knocked him out in the third. In my dream. Berlanga did. I know that shit ain't gonna happen, but it was kind of crazy, bro. And I vividly remember Canelo get dropped with like 15 seconds left in the second round. He gets up, he's wobbly, the bell saves him and shit, and everyone's stunned. And then the third round, he knocks him out. Right. Yo, OG, yes. I know, that's so fucking crazy, bro.
Like, you know what's crazy? I had a dream with Canelo.
A few moments later.
Bruh. Oh my God!
Get it! Get on that scale. Let's get the scale right now.
I had a dream, bro.
Edgar Berlanga, who is fighting Canelo on September 14. Now he claims he has a whole country behind him. Edgar, bro, you're from Brooklyn. I think I'm more Puerto Rican than you are, and I only lived there for 6 years. Puerto Rico doesn't claim you, bro. And as I said weeks ago, this fight will not do well on September 14. Not only because the matchup is okay, but because they're going up against the UFC's debut at the Sphere in Las Vegas. Now that's a spectacle that everyone and their mother has been waiting to see since it opened up about a year ago. And who is funding it and making it all happen? Turkey Al-Sheikh.
Oscar's a savage, bro. Any opportunity he gets to shit on Canelo, he gonna take it. That is what you call an unrepairable relationship. Like, you know how some relationships can be saved? I don't think that relationship can be saved. I don't think Oscar and Canelo will ever. But you know what though? They still do business. The Munguia fight, they still do business. I don't know. You know, it's kind of funny you say that. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Oscar's hating or do you think it's justified? Canelo said a lot of shit about Oscar, bro. A lot of shit about Oscar. Canelo accused him of stealing money. He accused him of stealing money. He said he's a snake. He said he doesn't pay other fighters. Canelo said a lot of shit about De La Hoya, bro. Like, it's only normal for De La Hoya to like defend himself, but he takes all the stabs at him, bro. But the crazy thing is Oscar De La Hoya takes stabs at everybody, bro. Hold up. Remember when he did this? Remember when he hold on, which one is it? Remember when he did this to Rolly?
Rollies, you
getting knocked out. Focus on your opponents instead of focusing on me. God damn it. All other fighters, learn from Rollies. Don't talk shit about promoters. There's only 3 of us in the world.
Oh man, Oscar's funny to me, bro. Oscar's fucking funny, bro. Hold on one second. Let me get something else real quick. By the way, what did you guys think about what Berlanga said about David Benavidez in regards to David? I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of agree with what he said. Here, let me show it.
See, and you soft deep down inside in that little heart. You soft.
Edgar, bro. Edgar's fucking nuts, bro.
Cause you don't do that. You don't pick and choose. You said 200 million.
Right here.
He just, in other instances, we're not fighting David. And do you think that's why the people think of him like that in Mexico? Because he's not fighting that guy. In other instances where he's kind of waited for fights.
I just seen a thing he said, an interview. I was like, nah, this dude's crazy. He just put out a interview saying that he's a good fighter. He's a dangerous fighter. He's big. He comes over 20 pounds. I'm like, yo, bro, you just made yourself look like the biggest pussy in boxing. Like, for real, like, you said 200 million. Because now I'm thinking about it, right? I'm like, wait. I'm like, nah, he's probably not even scared of him. But now, after seeing an interview that he did the other day, and he said, no, he's a great fighter. He's dangerous. He's big. He comes over 20 pounds. Like, he's the same weight as you at 168. So what does it matter? If y'all going out on Friday at 168, what does it matter? He jumps up 15, 20 pounds. You jump up the same weight, bro. So what's the difference here? It's pussy. It's pussy. It's pussy. You pussy. It's pussy. Now he's pussy. Super pussy. And then now him saying compassion about opponents and him taking it easy. Now all of a sudden, oh, me? Guys like Edgar Berlanga, oh, I'm going to break his, I'm going to break. You already was going to do that. I'm Puerto Rican. I knew that already. But the day we signed, I already knew. I already said, yeah, this dude, he coming to fight. Of course he coming to fight. I'm Puerto Rican. You know how Mexicans don't like Puerto Rican fighters.
I couldn't hang out with Berlanga, bro. How many times you got to remind people, bro? No, I mean, so in regards to David, though, I kind of agree with that because I agree when it comes to Canelo. If he wanted to fight David, he would have been fought him, bro. And I know a lot of y'all super Canelo fans in the chat, like Mexican Magic and shit like that. That's the truth, bro. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. If he wanted to fight David, he would have been fought him, bro. And you guys remember what David had said too? Let me show you a bit. I don't know if I played this interview before. Have you guys ever seen this? Hold on. There's a couple of them here. Let me pull them up real quick. Hold on. Right here. Hold on.
This is a thing too, like,
hold on. Let me line them up real quick. This is what David had said in regards to Canelo at 168. This was a couple months ago.
Strawberry.
My bad. It's because it's in clips. There's one more. There's one
strawberry
more. All right, here we go. Oh wait, hold on. Where's the first one? Right here.
little by little, I'm getting there. You know, I'm gonna start to hit those numbers. But it's just, I'm saying, sometimes it's the passing of the torch. If you really believe in your skills, come shut me up. If not, I'm gonna take the torch myself.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, that he knows that it's 50-50.
If any other fighter kept denying they'd strip their belt, why hasn't Canelo been stripped?
So because the sanctioning fee, that 3% off of that, they all get 3%. That 3% off that 40 mil, who else does that? Where else are they going to get that money at? So Canelo's promising that he'll fight me or he'll fight whoever after, but he never does. So I mean, that's I don't want to talk bad about the sanctioning belts, but that's just what it is. That's the cold reality that they're making more money with him.
If any other fighter kept denying they'd strip their belt,
the torch for a reason, because Mayweather did that to Canelo. So like this is the thing too. Like obviously, it's called the passing of the torch for a reason, because Mayweather did that to Canelo. So how the fuck am I ever supposed to get there if I'm not able to fight the best of the best?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've put the work in, everything he's been through, I've been through. I've done the same thing. But because he was able to share the ring with Floyd Mayweather, they made 2.5 million, or how much they make? 2 million, 1.5 million off the sales.
Yeah.
That instantaneously blew his name up.
Yeah.
Mayweather's fans became his fans.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you, once I fight Canelo, his fans are gonna turn into my fans.
Yep.
But it's because you get that spotlight to perform and show yourself to the world. How am I gonna do? I mean, I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm giving great fights, but you know, I mean, I'm not selling 1.5 million. I'm not selling like them.
Now, I agree with some things when it comes to that situation, but let's not also act like he doesn't get hated from certain people. I mean, this is clear as day. This is how you know when people are hating. Like right here, for instance. Let me give you a perfect example.
Subject once again for Tim Saul Canelo Alvarez.
His notoriety, keep on building his resume. Because obviously Canelo's not willing to face him. But I want to just speak one more thing on Canelo, man. You know, I think Paulie had mentioned this, and it makes so much sense. And it was about the fact that, you know, those guys back in the days, you got Chavez and guys, even you got my man Estrada right now. He's going to be facing Bam. You know, it's something called Mexican pride. You know, when you have someone calling your name, you know, this is like growing up in the hood and somebody, you know, new to the area, you know, and terrorizing the area. You supposed to be that guy, you know, to hold it down. He's calling your name, and you don't show up and you don't do anything about it. You know, when is Canelo going to answer that call? That's all I'm saying. When is he going to answer that call? Because it's his duty. Him being Hispanic, him being challenged by another Hispanic, he's supposed to answer that call no matter what. I don't care about the business. I don't care about anything else. If you have pride in yourself, if you believe in yourself, and you got another man doing the same thing you doing but calling your name, you got to stand up, man. When you going to stand up and actually take that fight and actually show the people, you know, what they need to see and show and prove that, hey, I am a bad mother mama. I am a bad mama jama.
You know,
Yeah, I was right about to say we could do that with everybody, bro. Keith Thurman called out Floyd. And then not only that, you know what's so funny? Let me show you the contradiction there. In regards to that. He says that about Canelo, right? Hold up. Right here. But then when it came to Crawford and Boots, he says this.
Crawford has done what he needed to do to make everybody understand and know that he's the baddest man on the planet. Crawford.
Hold up. That was the short one. This is what I'm talking. This shit was hilarious because that was in the same week, actually. That was in the same week. Where is it at? Hold on. right? In the same interview, hold on, look, this is crazy. I was looking at this the other day. Is this it right here? Is this it?
Crawford has done what he needed.
Hold on.
Has done what he needed to do to make everybody understand and know that he's the baddest man on the planet. He's done what he needed to do. 2-time undisputed. I mean, what more do we need? So now he's in a position now to where he's well known. People love to see him fight, and he needs to take advantage of it. And he needs to get that bag, man. So with saying that, I don't know what his move is, his next move is. I don't know. Fight a fucking YouTuber. I don't know, and I don't care. But he's in a position now, he needs to maximize his money. That's it.
Fair, but on the other end though, it's really kind of unfair because it's just like Boots want a shot and he's a young guy trying.
He says to him, "Isn't that kind of unfair?" This was in the same interview. And look at Tim. Look at Tim smiling because right before this interview, right before this part right here, he had brought up David Benavidez and Canelo not fighting David Benavidez. And look at what this guy says to him.
And that's fair, but on the other end though, it's really kind of unfair because it's just like Boots want a shot and he's a young guy trying to make a name for himself. It's not like Crawford's retiring.
And he still holds belts at 47.
So it's just like, shouldn't he be like, let me give the young bull a shot, and if he could beat me, beat me. But I'm probably going to beat him.
How did Boots get his belt?
I mean, yeah, Crawford got stripped.
Same way Tim Tszyu got his belt.
All right, so he got his belt the same way Tim Tszyu got his belt. When the hell is Boots fighting? When is he fighting?
May.
See, Boots right now, I don't know if he's having issues, and I don't want to spread any rumors, but it seems to me that he's having some issues.
You see how he looked? That shit. I'm sorry, bro. It's hilarious to me because he just got done saying, "Hey, Canelo needs to let the young bull, just Mayweather let him fight, let the young boy, and you got to do all that, and blah, blah. And then they say, well, isn't that kind of unfair because like Boots is calling out Crawford and everything, and he's like, well, how did he get his belt? And whoa, hold on a second, bro. What happened to giving the young bull a shot and shit like that? This shit is hilarious, bro. I think one of the funniest things I've seen all year, though, is how Timothy Bradley turned on Shakur Stevenson. That shit was fucking hilarious, bro. You ever watch a Shakur fight at Top Rank when Timothy Bradley was talking, bro? I swear to you, you turn off the fight and just keep the audio on. If you were to just keep the audio on and just don't even turn the actual picture off, you'd fucking think Shakur is levitating and shit. Shooting fireballs out. You like Shang Tsung and shit, Mortal Kombat, like Ryu or some shit, Street Fighter doing a dual kicks. Like you would think he's doing some crazy shit like that. He was just hyping up everything Shakur does. Then as soon as Shakur leaves Top Rank, he turned around. I don't mean to get off topic, but Tim Bradley's another one, bro. Tim Bradley's another one. And when he said, let me show, where is it? I know I got that here. I noticed that about him, and I was like, oh, I know Shakur is mad about that. Hold up. Where was the one? I don't think I have that. But you guys saw the. Oh yeah. I didn't. I never clipped that one. You guys saw the interview though, right? Where Tim Bradley says that this is right after Shakur had his fight with, what was the guy's name? Artem. What was the guy he just fought? Artem. And he doesn't re-sign with Top Rank. And Tim Bradley does an interview, and the first thing he says is, this makes me think, bro, that when a fight, it makes sense, but it makes me think the way he suddenly started telling the truth about Shakur or changing the way he talked about Shakur, it really made me think like when Shakur was signed with Top Rank, maybe he wasn't allowed to talk negative about him during a fight. That's what it seems like to me, because when he was fighting, bro, I swear to you, Tim Bradley would talk like he's the greatest thing ever. Then as soon as he doesn't re-sign with Top Rank, bro, the moment he doesn't re-sign, he's then doing an interview the same week talking about Tank kills him, that he ain't got no chance against Tank and shit like that. But when he was with Top Rank, he was like, oh, Shakur's the one to do it. Hey, Joseph, you know what's kind of funny, brother? Like, I appreciate you watching, man. You know, it's the second day in a row you came here to try to insult me, man. You know, if I do shut my channel down, motherfuckers like you would be the reason why I want to stay around. You remind me of the little chick where you, like when you're growing up in the elementary school and the little girl throws rocks at you. She don't really hate you. She really like you, bro. You really like me, man. You really like me. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here every other day. I mean, if I don't keep it real, why you here, brother? You see? That's the shit I'm talking about. Oh my God. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't watch people I don't like. I don't at all. You know who I can't tell you about his content? I'm being dead serious. Dante's Nation. I cannot tell you one video that man makes because I can't stand him. I can't stand him, bro. So I can't eat. If you were to tell me, yo, Dante said this, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. But yet I don't keep it real, but you hear all the time, Joseph. So do you like my content or not? That's confusing. Like they say, man, attention is attention, whether it's positive or negative, you know. Let me get this out of here. Let me get this out of here. Then he throws in other channels. Bro, you're funny, bro. You know, why do I get the feeling why do I get the feeling like I know you or something? Let me just say this. If I know you personally and you come here under another avatar, you a straight fuck boy, bro. You're a fuck boy. That's exactly what you are. If you literally can't even come here as yourself, bro, I got no respect for you, bro. None. That's just straight pussy, bro. Straight pussy. You won't even fucking show your real. You won't even come as you are online. Let me see something here real quick. I wanted to show one thing before I get off. I ain't trying to. I gotta ignore some of the comments sometimes because I'll just start going off on motherfuckers, and I gotta keep my content going in my head. Hold on a second. There was something that I had right here. Was it from the first press conference or this? Oh yes, that's right. You guys remember when Caleb Plant first bumped into Berlanga, right? Hold on one second. Shout out to Little Giant Boxing. This clip is from his channel. Now, I found this interesting because when Caleb Plant first comes up to him, Edgar Berlanga is talking about it in this interview right here. This is kind of funny because this goes to show you how people. I look at things like this. Like okay, so real quick, let me get this in. Let me get this in order. Hold on 1 second. Let me get it in order. Okay, yeah, I'll bring it back like that. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me make sure I get it back. Okay. Like when a person tries to tell you, like when somebody says, "Hey, Shadow, what happened that day when you was talking to this guy," right? And I try to tell you my version of it, but then the version of it is online, right? So like if I had an altercation with somebody and you're asking me in a like, "Hey, Shadow, what happened that day when this dude ran up on you," right? And I try to explain to you what I think happened, but then you got the altercation online, right? It's kind of funny when you match it up. Because it's like what you saying and what happened, totally different, bro. Totally different. But this is Caleb Plant came up to him, and basically this is before the Canelo fight, and before the Canelo and Berlanga fight was announced. And I believe Caleb Plant, by the way, I believe Edgar Berlanga knew he was going to be fighting Canelo a long time in advance, bro. A long time in advance. But and I think Caleb Plant knew, because right here, before the fight is even announced, this is months ago, Caleb Plant is over here telling him, "Hey, yo, give me a shot after Canelo or something like that, or if I win, you'll hear it here, something like that." I know they're talking about fighting.
After I fight Canelo in September, we fight him.
And if you don't fight Canelo in September,
okay, yeah, Caleb wants to fight him, which is not surprising because Caleb wants to fight everybody.
After I fight Canelo in September, we fight him.
And if you don't fight Canelo in September,
I got my business.
Oh shit, what am I doing? Hold on.
He said if we don't get the Canelo fight, then we gonna run it down. That's what you said, right?
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you said.
I promise you.
No, it's not.
My bad, it ain't even showing on the screen. Hold on, my bad. What am I doing? Here we go. My bad about that.
After I fight Canelo in September, we fight him.
And if you don't fight Canelo in September,
I got my business already in September. I promise you.
And he said if we don't get the Canelo fight, then we gonna run it next. That's what you said, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what you said.
I promise you.
No, it's not promise. I'm saying
I'm
that's
gonna knock you out, bro. I'm gonna knock you out. Take your glasses off. I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out, nigga. Take your glasses off.
For what?
Hey, you know, he tried. Hey, if you really look at that, Berlanga was chill at first, and it looked like he was trying to punk Berlanga, and Berlanga turned quickly, like he switched quickly.
After I fight Canelo in September, we fight him.
Hey, look, he's being real cordial with him. He's like, "Yo, after I fight Canelo in September, I'll fight you." And look at how Plant is. And then all of a sudden, when Berlanga thinks he's trying to punk him, he changes.
After I fight Canelo in September, we fight him.
And if you don't fight Canelo in September,
I got my business already in September. I promise you.
Well, he extended his hand out to shake him, and Caleb didn't shake his hand.
he said if we don't get the Canelo fight, then we gonna run it next. That's what you said, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what you said.
I promise you.
No, it's
See, right there, that's where Berlanga said, "Man, fuck this."
not promise. I'm saying
I'm
that's
gonna
what
knock
you
you
said.
out, bro. I'm gonna knock you out. Take your glasses off. I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out, nigga. Take your glasses off.
For what?
So that I will give to Berlanga, as far as I don't think I really do believe when he says he's going to stand there and trade with Canelo, which I think is the stupidest thing ever, but I really do think that he's going to do that. And I also, matter of fact, I don't even know if that's the stupidest approach, because if you were Berlanga, what would be the smartest way? Let me ask you, if you was Berlanga, what approach would you take to fight Canelo? Like if you was his trainer with his attributes, like what would you tell Berlanga? Go out there and jab him, stay on the outside, throw combinations? No, you probably tell him to bully your way on the inside and probably right. Because I think that's the only chance he's going to get, which is why I don't think he's got that much of a chance. The only person I ever thought that would be able to somewhat bully Canelo, and even when I thought about that fight, I said that would be his downfall too, would be David. Because I can see David, you know how David tries to walk you down with all that pressure, throwing constant shots and everything. I thought in my head that's the only way he'd be able to beat Canelo, but I also thought that that would be the very thing that would get him clipped, bro. Bro, listen. I don't really care, bro. I really don't. I mean, if listen, I'm gonna say this right now too. If you are a person that is literally subscribed to me, I'm not saying this is true. I'm just saying this should make me think of something. Like if you're like Pounds or something, right? And then you make another account and come in here under another name and try to troll me, bro, you're psychotic, bro. You're fucking psychotic. You got multiple personality disorder, bro. How could you come in as somebody else and then that is the ultimate form of troll? That's too much time to be wasted on me, bro. Way too much time to be wasting on me. I hope people ain't doing that. I pray for you. You're not doing that. That's kind of sad on your part, bro. So before I do it, I was gonna end it soon, but what I will do is this. Anybody want to speak on anything I've said in regards to shutting my channel down or the Berlanga fight or anything? There you go. I got a couple minutes. Anyone want to stop by? By the way, you already know the routine. If I don't know you, bro, I'm gonna verify you some way or the other. I am going to do that. Either by telling you to turn your camera on or something. So I ain't gonna play that shit. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. I can't imagine somebody that's like me showing up to somebody's channel with my Shadow Ghost avatar, and I'm in there like, yo, what's good? What's good? Boxing emoji, talking boxing and everything. And then at the same time, make a different account or come in as somebody else and then troll the person, bro. You're psychotic if you do that, bro. You're actually pathetic, bro. And you're giving me a double view because you're coming in as one avatar and then that's weird, bro. It's weird. It's no weirder than a person that really uploads a dick. I want you to think about that. The people that click on a link and try to troll other channels and put a dick on the screen, think about that. They literally had to Google a dick. Then they searched and picked out the dick that they liked. Like they literally were like, man, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Ah, that one is good. Downloaded it. And then, I mean, some of y'all weird, man. Some of y'all is weird. If I do shut my shit down, I ain't gonna miss y'all. Y'all definitely ain't gonna. And if Berlanga wins, I'm shutting my channel down. Yes. Yes, I am. And I'm serious too. I knew he found that. Yeah, I'm serious. If y'all want to come on and talk about it for a couple minutes, I got a couple minutes, but I'm serious, bro. I know. That's why I was telling people last night. I'm like, bro, calm down. You act like, but you know what though? Knowing my luck, G Funky, knowing my life is like that, bro. My life is like that. I can't even begin to tell you how many times in my life I said to somebody, man, if that happens, I'll do that. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, there's no fucking way that'll happen. And that's exactly to the T what ended up happening, bro. All right, these style, I got you. That's exactly to the T of what happened. I'm telling you right now, the fact that I said I'll shut my channel down probably increased Edgar Berlanga's chances, bro. Knowing my luck. And I had a dream, by the way, but I then again, like I said, yesterday I was saying I'll shut my channel down if he wins, but I had a dream. G Funky, not like Martin Luther King, but I had a dream that Berlanga so in my dream, Berlanga and Canelo, the first round was really nothing. The second round, they're just like, you know, not really much is happening. And then with like 15 seconds left, Berlanga drops Canelo with a straight right. In my dream, though. Canelo gets up, he's wobbled, the bell rings. The third round comes out and he flatlines Canelo, bro. Sort of like with the same punch that Joshua hit Ngannou with. What's going on, brother?
How's it going, brother? How you doing?
I'm all right.
So I just coming in. So you're gonna retire your channel. You're gonna shut down. You're gonna close shop if Berlanga wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll be seeing you around for a while. I mean,
I'm telling you, bro, you never know, man. Listen, I think listen, I will tell you this. I think that I've been a little bit, I'm not going to say like I haven't been overlooking the guy, but I think I've been a little bit too hard on him. But the reason why is I think you understand why. He's fought literally nobody. I look at his skills and I look at Canelo's skills and I just see such a fucking disparity, bro. And I'm not lying when I say Canelo's skills are up here and Berlanga, I can't even see them. I'm not lying. In my opinion, he has been hurt and stunned by fighters I've never seen before. That doesn't always mean everything. Doesn't always mean everything just because I haven't seen the guy or I don't know the guy's name. But I can tell you right now, the people that gave Berlanga problems in the couple of guys that gave him problems, I'm looking at the way that guy's fighting. And it's amateurish, if that makes any sense. It's amateurish shit that was giving him problems. His last fight was against Padraig McCrory. And he was getting tagged up in that fight as well.
I've seen Berlanga just I know he's trying to sell to people that, you know, after that last fight, he's a whole new animal, his whole new mentality, and he's a killer. And then I'm from New York, and I'm from Puerto Rico, and I'm a killer. Yeah. I don't even, did he know that he's from New York and Puerto Rico?
Yeah, I know, right? Like 30
he's Puerto Rican. And he's from New York. Sorry,
yeah.
He keeps reminding everybody as if we give a shit, like we don't know or something, but look, obviously anything can happen, bro. It's boxing. They're throwing two grown-ass men and they're throwing punches, so you never know, right? But I highly doubt it. Like,
I'm going to say this too. Hold on, D-Style, before you say anything. He is kind of, listen, I'm not trying to hype up anything because I said I'll shut my channel down. I'm being dead serious. I noticed this the other day when I looked at a couple of his fights. Let me bring it up. He is heavy-handed. That doesn't really mean shit, but I think he's more heavy-handed than what I gave him. You know what I mean? Like, I basically was like, I think his power is overrated. I do think it's overrated, but
he's got power.
He's got power. I noticed that. I was looking at some of his KOs and I can hear the thuds. Hold on.
Yeah.
Like right here, for example. Like you could just tell, like, you know how Madrimov, when Madrimov fought the guy before he fought Bud, when you go to the highlights, you know how you could just tell somebody hits hard, but you could just hear the thud, like Rolly Romero, like you could hear the thud, right? Well, right here, I was looking at, and I could hear the fucking thud coming from here. He does have some sort of power here. Hold on.
Up quickly with the jab.
So important. Whoever controls the jab controls the fight. Get that jab working, and you steer your opponent with that jab too. You got to be cautious with it.
So why do I think it's not his favorite punch when I look at the knockout chart? Berlanga backs up R2.
Right here.
Backs up R2. Look at that combination.
Yeah, those were hard thuds, bro.
Berlanga backs up R2.
So he's got some thud. He's got some thuds.
He's got power. There's no doubt about that. But and I think what happens is that the more difficult the opponents, it's just having the power isn't good enough. You got to set
Right,
up the mind.
absolutely, right, exactly.
So like, and even if he lands on Canelo, I just don't think he's gonna knock him out.
Well, let me ask you that. Let me ask you this. So, you know what I was thinking the other day? I was like, well, you know, if Canelo was to overlook, okay, I've never seen Canelo overlook anybody. I don't think he ever overlooks any opponent. I really don't. He's one of those, he's like Bud Crawford. Like, I do believe Bud Crawford when Bud Crawford says, I don't overlook any opponent. Like, even if it was Amir Khan, he fucking trained like he was fighting fucking Tyson.
I love the. I ain't believing shit he's saying, but Berlanga had a great line. He had some good lines in that interview with Fight Hub, right?
What was the one line he said?
The one that got me, I was like, "Hey, that's a good line." Like that, I'm super, like just the way he said it. Like he's like, he looked at the camera, dramatic, bro. He's
yeah. Hold on.
I breathe the same air he breathes.
Yeah, right here. I got it right here. Yeah, here. Hold on.
You know they upset. Like, you know, he. But now, thing you said in boxing, real killers don't do that. If you that, it was like not. If you like Puerto Rican fighter, not Edgar. Canelo was. But if I would have seen that coming from a, if I smack him, I'd probably cut him. I got away.
Not gonna lay down on this fight. Like I could tell, like the intensity in your eyes.
Right here. This is what you're talking about. Right here.
1,000% in. You're not gonna lay down on this fight. Like I could tell, like the intensity in your eyes. A lot of fans feel like you're just coming for a check, yada yada yada. But like I can get that from you. Like no, like that's not in your mind, like whatsoever. You're going in there like kill or be killed. Like either I'm knocking him out or something's gonna happen.
Of course, bro. That's just what it is. That's how respect is gonna be gained that night. You know what I'm saying? And me. How it look me going in there acting like a pussy? Come on, bro. Me getting hit with a shot and cringing and oh my God, it's fuck. No. Out of here, bro. You bleed the same. You bleed like me. You breathe the same air I breathe. You walk on the same earth that I walk on. You nothing. He's nothing different. He's not a robot from outer space. You know what I'm saying? He's a human, man. You know, it's the mental, it's the mentality. You gotta be here.
You see how like
see a guy like him, you gotta be here. That dude's not a robot, bro. He bleeds out what I bleed. He breathes the same air. The same people. I gotta go out there and I just gotta do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And do my thing, bro. And just go and just turn up for the city, man. And you know, and put my name in the history book like a legend. You know what I'm saying? And I could sit there with Tito, with Miguel Cotto. You know what I'm saying?
Right there, bro. When the motherfucker said Tito and Cotto, that's when I was like, bro, come on, bro.
So like I'm not gonna lie, I think every fighter, right? First of all, is my mic all messed up?
No, you good. I can hear you.
Nah, but HLD's right though. Hold up. Let me fix this shit.
Oh, you mean like how it sounds? Yeah, I mean I can hear you, but it's got like the
Yeah, he's right. How about that?
There you go. Right. There you go. It's good now.
Because I didn't know. So I am like, I'm not gonna lie, like I think every fighter and every person in life should have that mentality. Like anytime some things are better than you or whatever, like shit, we breathe the same air, right? We breathe the same. You know what I mean? Any shit like do you believe him though? Like, has he convinced you that he's convinced going into this fight?
Yeah. You know, that one of the main things that I was actually looking at, it was kind of crazy because, like I said, I started looking at him like a lot more this week. Well, because so like I said, I've been to back up to in case you didn't know, I went over this before. I'll cover it really quickly. I've been contemplating shutting my channel down for the past year, like 3 times, right? And every time I go to do it, I'm like, you know, something happens, somebody talks me out of it or something like that. So I said, I'm the type of person that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So I said that if he wins, I'll shut my channel down. Now I'm not going to go back on it. So then that kind of got me with the whole dream and everything and looking at everything and looking at his fights. And it caused me to go look back at other interviews, which I've been doing. And he is very confident in the way he carries himself. He definitely believes this shit. Not only that, but when you listen to his father talk, you could understand where he gets some of that shit. It's sort of like stupid confidence. Does that make sense? It's like a person is confident, but it's because they're not confident because they're really confident. It's because they're too stupid to not know anything else. Like, look at the way his father, I don't know if you've seen this. Look at the way his father talks.
He was cordial. We was like cool, you know. Appreciate we got the fight, and then, you know, he comes over here. He wanna act cocky. Like now, he wanna show up. So we gonna go right back to him. Like, you know, we not no fucking punk. You know what I mean? We from New York. I'm from New York. I grew up. My son. You know what I mean? I'm from the street. You know, I got a great family that
Yeah, that's where he gets it
I
from.
grew up. You know, grew me good. But I'm from the street. I grew up my son like, you know, like a warrior. You know, and wherever we go, we represent, you know what I mean? And we give him respect, but now he come over here in LA, he think he's the shit. Yo, fuck him, bro. Fuck him, the whole fucking team.
Do you think
right
this...
now, Canelo, we're gonna knock you out. Come in the first round and trying to fight us. Don't run like you be doing, running around. Fight, come for the first round and fight us.
I've never seen Canelo run, bro. Never.
Well, I seen him like I guess they mean like don't circle the ring, but I don't know,
they consider they consider circling the ring fucking running. That's crazy.
Like I don't know. I think it's the banter though. They're just trying to like put it out there like, oh, I'm coming to fight. I do hear. I don't know. He's not mentioning names, but when he says like I'm not the guy you're gonna hit, I'm just gonna take a knee and like is he throwing shots at Jermell? Because as soon as he landed clean on Jermell,
he's taking shots at Jermell, and he also and he's taking shots at Caleb Plant.
And I'll be honest, I don't want fighters. This is just me. Every fighter is different, right? Obviously, I'm not saying every fighter should follow this blueprint, but for the most part, I prefer fights where guys don't like. It's like it's not that they don't respect each other as fighters, but there's like this is war, bro. Like.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. You know what? I'm glad you brought that. Let me ask you this, and let me ask for people because people listen. I'm confused on this.
Sure.
There are people that really think that he carried Munguia, and what I mean by carried is he was gonna knock him out, and then decided to not knock him out. Now, to me, that sounds ridiculous because anything can happen in a fight. You can get caught, you can get knocked out, and that's dangerous as fuck. So, but then people are like, well, look at what Canelo said when he says to Berlanga, well, you know, you're not being respectful, so I'm gonna be harder with you. I think he's just basically just saying he's gonna come out with more tenacity.
This is what I think. I like to think I just take things for face value. Like what happened in the fight happened in the fight, and I just go with that, right? Canelo didn't knock out Munguia. It ends there with me personally. Anything else is conjecture and guessing, right? Did he? Because I'm kind of in agreement with you. Like the thought that you would just carry somebody away because you like him, like Munguia was still throwing. Like it's just that Munguia's still going to try to win, and anything could happen in a fight. So why would you do that? However, I do think that the approach a fighter could have is different. So I still remember when Chavez Sr. Told Camacho, like, I'm gonna punish you for 12 rounds. I'm going to make sure I don't knock you out. I could punish and beat the shit out of you for 12 straight rounds. That's a promise he made to Camacho. And that's what he did. Now, did that mean he couldn't knock him out? Or, I mean, Camacho was not easy to knock out anyway. But did Camacho ever get knocked out? I don't.
Hector Camacho? Yeah, I think. No, I'm not sure. I don't know. I know that in a lot of his losses, he retreated. But that, you know, you got me thinking. Let me go back to what Canelo said here. Let me go back to what he said here.
But he did say, I'm not going to have any compassion for you, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what that could mean is, I mean, what I wonder is if you're going to fight with more emotion and try to get the knockout instead of letting the knockout come, are you going to fight as well as you can if you're thinking more? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's something to consider. I still don't think Berlanga's going to win, but you know.
I do believe that he is definitely confident, bro. Yes, I don't believe it's fake. Like this shit was the most hilarious shit right here, bro. Like when he, oh man, let me hold on. Let me get this out the way. When he fucking when he fucking came at Caleb Plant, hold up. When he came at Caleb Plant, that shit had me laughing, bro. Hold on. I think is it on here? I think it is.
It's a special event. It's on.
Mexican for make my mark in the sport of boxing and become a legend.
Legendary boxing superstar. No, I'm gonna go to the one that I have because I have this straight up. It goes straight there. Hold on.
Sure. You're talking about when he told him, "I'm not going to have any compassion for you."
Nah. Hold on. I got that one, and I also got the. Hold on 1 second. Give me a second. Okay.
Yalchi confirms he never been knocked out. That dude fought a bunch of punchers too, bro. He never got knocked out.
Who?
Camacho.
Oh, okay.
It's really. Who's walking up Berlanga? Tito and Fat Joe?
I know Fat Joe might be walking him out. I think Fat Joe might be walking him out because he said Fat Joe went on live and basically went at any Puerto Rican that is basically not going for Berlanga.
Oh boy.
He did a live and said that technically he's like, that says a lot about you guys. That says a lot about you guys. Like, you know, basically trying, and then I think he's gonna walk him out. But right here. Yeah, this was hilarious, bro.
All right. So, you know, like I said before, we going with that right there. You feel me? And that's just what it is, man. Like, you can have all the power in the world, you could do what you do, but at this level is intelligence and IQ. And we're not gonna end up like that over there. I got knocked out. Caleb. All right.
What's up with that, huh?
Oh my God, no, it's just hilarious, bro. Like, but he really believes that. It's like, yo, listen, if I'm gonna tell you like this, if he does beat, I'm just saying, the small chance that he does have to beat Canelo, if he does, it's gonna be because of that. It's because he's gonna have absolutely no respect for Canelo. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Jermell Charlo? You know how Jermell Charlo was on his back foot the whole time and how he fought Canelo? Do you think it's mostly because he feared him? Or do you think it's because he felt something in the first round? Because I think it's a mixture of both. Because if you look at Jermell Charlo, over the years, he's done multiple lives. I'm not talking about Jamal, I'm talking about Jermell.
Okay.
He's done multiple lives where he said that he thought Canelo Alvarez was the best fighter on the planet, even to the point to when he's arguing with his own brother and tells his brother, "You ducked him." And then you remember that? And then when Billy Joe Saunders, the week of the Canelo fight, was threatening to pull out if he didn't get a bigger ring, Jermell went live and was like, "Bro, you a pussy. Canelo is by far the best fighter in the world, blah, 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 blah." I remember that live because I did a whole live about it, right? So I'm wondering if maybe when Jermell got in the ring with Canelo, he was already in his head, I got so much respect for this guy. This is the guy I've always been talking about. And maybe that, or did he feel something? I think it's a mixture of both. I think he got in the ring and I think he felt that, oh, wow, Canelo is powerful or whatever.
Yeah, I try not to make
just one more thing. Somebody, I forgot who it was. It's somebody who fought Canelo, and I gotta find that interview. Somebody said, they said that people think that his power is overrated, and you look at Canelo, and he said, but really, when you see him, he's not really a small guy. Like in stature, he's a wide guy. Like you could see, like I guess I don't know how he said it, but he said like the power is definitely there. And it's almost like with I'm not gonna compare it, but it's like, you know how people might look at Rolly and say, Rolly can't fight or whatever. Tank even said when he fought Rolly, he said that when he was blocking, he felt the thuds on his punches, and that made him hesitant.
Right. I think people confuse Like if somebody has a lot of power, it doesn't necessarily mean they're a knockout artist or a great finisher. Or I do believe that you're born with power. I do think both these guys could punch, quite frankly. And what separates them, ironically, is going to be the IQ and experience, another big thing. But I'm gonna tell you right now, just to go back to Jermell. I didn't like his energy, bro. Like going into that Canelo fight, like I was expecting the one that called him bitch Nello and called him out, and but he went in there and it's like, what, is Canelo fighting like one of his fans? Like that's how I felt. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, what are we doing here? And I do think the promotion of the fight suffered because of the way Jermell was acting at the press conferences and all that. Jermell should have been doing what Berlanga's doing.
His level
But
is.
you can't.
God.
If he doesn't like, I don't think Jermell believed in himself the way Berlanga is believing in
Right.
himself.
That's my point. I truly believe, bro, that any chance that Berlanga has, it's because of his I 100% believe. And when I say this, I mean it in like, I don't know if people really understand when I'm saying there's a difference between being oh my bad. There's a difference between being confident, like smart, and then there's stupid confidence. Like, does that make sense? Like being confident without even being smart. Like okay,
being delusional. Yeah.
Like for instance, like if somebody goes, like when you see somebody in the street and they're like, you know, they go up to like a big motherfucker, or like they're like, go ahead, shoot me, motherfucker. Like, you know, like stupid confidence. Like, what you think's gonna happen, bro? You're gonna get shot and killed. You know, like that. I think Berlanga has stupid confidence, bro. But I really do believe when he says he's going to stand there and he's going like this right here, this little interaction right here. Because at first I really thought he was faking, but when I look at all his interviews and I look at this right here, I really do. Hold on, where is it? I really do believe that everything he says here, you could just tell by his demeanor too. Like he really thinks he's gonna do this.
Everything in your body, nigga. What you talk about, nigga? Yeah. Space out. Yeah, you're gonna see. You're gonna see.
So many problems. You're gonna feel so much pain.
Never got hit by this before. I don't hit like Triple G. I don't hit like.
See, you could tell by his demeanor. He's not faking that. He really believes
Kirkland.
that. Hold on one second. Hold on, let me verify this person, because they come up in G Funky shit all the time, and then they yo.
It's really me, man.
Okay. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me just play this real quick. Yeah, right here, D Styles. Like this is what I mean. Like he's not faking this, but this is like stupid confidence though, because it's like, I think if you come in and just fight Canelo like any way, you're gonna get knocked out. But he's not faking right here. He really believes this.
Break everything in your body, nigga. What you talk about, nigga? Space out. Yeah, you're gonna see. You're gonna see.
So many problems. You're gonna feel so much pain.
Never got hit by this before. I don't hit like Triple G. I don't hit like Kirkland.
You'll see.
I'm gonna break your nose.
You will see.
I'm gonna break
you
your
will
nose.
see.
Did he bring up Kirkland before or after that interview?
Yeah. What do you think you are? You pretend you
be like right here. Hold on.
You will see. You will see.
I'm gonna break your nose. I'm gonna break everything in your body, nigga.
What you talk about, yeah. What do you think you are? You pretend you be too rude. For what?
Who's pretending?
You pretend.
That's who I am.
You pretend to be
that's
so
rude. No.
For what?
No. As
For
a fighter, I respect you.
fighter,
But we fighting, so there's no respect now. There's no respect. I respect you as a fighter. But we got a fight coming up.
I know.
I know. We both know. You know.
So yeah, I do believe that he believes himself when he says that. What's going on, G Funky?
Good for him.
Not much, man. Thanks for having me on. It's been a while. I had to step away for a little bit, but man, when I heard you say you was gonna shut it down, I'm like, whoa, what the hell's going on here? And you're putting that based on Berlanga winning this fight. Yeah, you ain't going nowhere, man. You ain't got to worry about
I'm
that.
telling you, and listen, bro, I'm telling you, in my life, I'm being dead ass serious. There's been times in my life where I said, I'll do this if this happens. And in my mind, I'm like, there's no way that's going to happen. And that's exactly what happens, bro. And I already had a dream. That he knocked out Canelo. Hold on. Let me make sure that this is HLD. Hold on. Yo.
Yo, ¿qué pasó? Estamos hablando mierda aquí. Los Boricua, man, Puerto Rico, el Bronx.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, guys?
Let me go use the bathroom. You guys can take over. Let me take a piss, bro.
Oh, damn.
What's going on, HLD?
What's going on, D? So what's going on, G Funky?
Hey, what's up, HLD? Good to
You know, you guys made me see it in a different light because I'm really I'm not into this fight at all, man. But you know, a lot of the stupidity comes out of Berlanga's mouth. But I do believe he believes in his confidence. I do believe he is not fearful of Canelo. I do believe he don't give a fuck about him and he doesn't respect him. And I believe in that. That I know for sure. His confidence and his whatever else he's been saying with his IQ, we know that he's not. But he has to believe in stuff. I think D-Star was point. He has to. He's not going to pussy out like Charlo. You know that for a fact. And he's not doing that. So I in that respect, I give it to the young man. But when he's talking about, you know, IQ and if he hits harder than whoever and whatever, bro, you're not proven. You're not Tito. You're not Cotto, bro. You can't, you know, there's certain things he just says that rubs me the wrong way. And then when he throws in, you know, the divisive talk, you know what I mean? Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico. That I don't like. That I don't like at all. But I like talking the shit against a fighter, and we're gonna come at you with all due pride. Hey, I'm okay with that. But you know, some of those other things, it rubs me the wrong way, and the pandering, and I don't like that. I think you earn the respect of your people, and you know, like when we had that Tito Trinidad and De La Hoya fight, to me, it was, we knew this was our best coming at, and we're gonna have, and that's all it is, you know, the rivalry that it is. Pride of Mexico, pride of Puerto Rico, but we knew it was our best versus our best, and that was it. But okay, this right now, I'm not into it.
Hey, we gotta give Berlanga his credit, man. He's I think he's doing a better job of selling fight than Canelo is. To me, Canelo just seemed really dismissive of him during that press conference. He's kind of like,
you gotta give Canelo credit, bro. That English Canelo, he's selling the fight, bro, because he's hilarious, bro.
Well, I mean, that part was funny, but what I'm referring to is when there was a portion. I think it was that one. Maybe it was the New York one where Berlanga was going back and forth with Plant, and he's there, and then Canelo's like, don't worry, I'll take care of him for you. Like, this guy, he's got no IQ.
That was the LA one, yeah.
He's not better than this guy, that guy. Wait, like,
hold on.
hold on.
I think hold on.
Just an IQ.
That's kind of telling the audience this guy ain't that good that I'm fighting, you know. But you know, we'll see.
Right.
I hope it does well. I'm gonna buy it, you know. So
hold on, you're talking about right here.
Now talk. Shut up.
I'll go.
Okay, you.
Hi, bro.
Hey, I will call
you. On the same card.
Yeah.
All right, let's turn things back over.
Stop.
Caleb,
no?
take it easy. I'm gonna take care of him for you. I promise you.
And look, I heard HOD when I was using the bathroom because I can hear, and I'm with him. Like, he understands what I'm saying. Like, he really believes this shit, bro. And look, you could tell, like, anyone from it doesn't even have to be New York, but like me being from New York and this dude, the way he talks, like right here, let me tell you, this is how I know he's got no respect for Canelo when he's saying shit like this. Hold on, let me show you. Because this is when you talk to someone like this, you got no respect for them. Hold on, where is it at?
Heard about the shut up part?
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly.
I wanna see that.
Shut up.
Right here.
With that money.
I'm Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? He's Mexican, and you know how that shit go.
Fuck you up.
You know how that shit go.
Every
You don't wanna do anything. Anything. You don't gonna do nothing.
Knock you the fuck out.
You just gonna make me laugh.
We're gonna knock you the fuck out. Watch my word.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
I wanna see that.
Shut up.
Right here.
When I talk, shut up.
I don't wanna shut up. I don't wanna shut up.
When I talk, shut up.
I don't wanna shut up.
Canelo.
When I talk, shut up.
And what?
When I talk, shut up.
What are you gonna do?
And then
what you gonna do?
Fuck you up.
What you gonna do?
All right.
What you gonna do?
that's what I'm saying though. Like, yo, that's the little chance that he does have at HOD. You know what I'm saying? The little chance that he does have, that's the only way, bro. That's the only way is if he doesn't respect the motherfucker, bro. That's the only because to me, he can't beat him in skills. He doesn't have a better jab than Canelo. He doesn't have better defense than Canelo. He's probably got more thudding power because of his age and being at that weight class. It suits 168, suits Berlanga well. Not saying it doesn't suit Canelo well, but I think he's got maybe more thud than him. He's got size, he's got youth, but other than that, Canelo's got better IQ, better experience, better jab, better the way punch placement, everything. So I think the only way Berlanga wins is if he does knock him out, and in order for him to do that, he's got to have that type of mentality, bro. I don't give a fuck about you.
So what percentage? I put a percentage on it. Well, what percentage chance are you giving to win?
I'm not gonna I'm being dead ass serious. I really only gave him like a 15% chance, but ever since I've said I'm gonna shut my channel down and everything, and I feel like that actually does jinx shit. It's like 35%. Yeah, because I'm telling you, bro. Y'all think I'm playing, bro.
Did you say 25?
35 in my life. I have said before, if I'm telling you, there's two separate times in my life. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's kind of personal, but there was one time I said to somebody, man, listen, if this shit happens, I swear I'll do that. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, there's no fucking way that's going to happen. And that's exactly what happened, bro. Exactly what happened. And I said I'll shut my channel down if Berlanga wins, and then I had a dream that he drops Canelo at the end of round 2 and then flatlines him in round 3.
I know it's a dream right now.
You're giving them a better chance than I am, but
so your dream, right? So you think that's like a vision, or what? Is that what you're saying?
I think it's a mixture of me saying, because I'm being dead serious, bro. I've said it too many times. If he wins, I'm shutting my channel down. There's no way I'm backing out now. I said it too many times.
I feel like this is you trying to find a way to get into this fight. What I think.
Trying to what?
Like to make your up
get
the stakes
up for the fight.
No.
There's not enough soft tongue in this fight for him, bro. So he's gonna put.
Hey, look. There's no incentive. There's no incentive for me to pump up Berlanga, bro. I mean that.
No, he's talking about yourself, like for you to get excited for it. Is what he's saying.
Oh, for me? No. I really do.
You weren't that excited about the fight to begin with.
No, I wasn't really.
And now, like you're like, oh man, let me tell you. Every time I say this, like
yes, because now I am interested, and I probably will go live now.
I feel like the juice is going.
There's a possibility I shut my channel down.
I think it's like you're deciding to put your boxing knowledge against your manifestation. I just let him just go at it or something.
Bro, the crazy thing is, bro, is that if the low chance that this motherfucker got, bro, like
35% in a low chance, brother. Like if you're saying you're giving him a 35% chance to win.
Before I said all this, literally, I'm not gonna lie, I gave him like a 10, maybe 5%, bro, like a fucking Hail Mary fourth quarter once in a while. But now that I've said all of this, I really do believe, bro, like manifestation and shit like that. Even though I don't believe in that totally.
I'm giving Berlanga less than a 1% chance to win this fight.
You see, and that's another reason why hold on before anybody says
that's brutal, man.
Hold on. That's I was just about to say that's another reason why if this shit happens, because I want you to think about this. You're giving him a 1% chance. I'm sure mostly everybody in the chat that I've talked to, there's been a few trolls or whatever, but mostly everybody is like he's gonna get flatlined. So let me ask you a question. If Canelo was to overlook a fighter, wouldn't it be Berlanga?
Possibly, yeah.
See, the thing about overlooking is that happens to amateurs, younger guys, but Canelo already has a system. It's an ingrained system that's proven over and over. Regardless of who he's fighting, he has a system the way he trains. That's his professionalism.
If that happens, that's like the Douglas Tyson of our generation. That's crazy.
Yo, that would be epic.
Yeah, bro.
I can say this, man. I can say this from experience, man. Is I know a fighter here in my city that was actually in Canelo's camp for the Charlo fight. He was up there in Truckee and sparred with him several rounds for that fight. He told me, man, Canelo, geez, the guy works crazy hard in the gym, you know? So I don't.
He has a system. It doesn't turn off.
Yeah, I don't think there's a chance he's going to overlook this guy at all. No. I think he knows what he's got in front of him, but I don't think he's going to take shortcuts or anything in camp. No, even with a guy who was moving up 2 weight classes, he took very, very serious, according to this fighter that I know that was in camp with Canelo.
He took
for the
Amir
Charlo
Khan
fight.
serious.
Well, hold on. Well, people bring up Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas, but what they fail to tell you is that press conference or that fucking training camp, he wasn't even training. He was in Japan, I believe. He bought like 2 lions and tigers and shit. He was doing all types of crazy shit.
Yeah, but he was young. Like he wasn't like a veteran like that in the game.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. Like people forget to tell you that part. Canelo's professional, bro.
That was a perfect storm. Like the stars would have to align perfectly for.
That's exactly what I've been saying. The stars got to align.
Like anything. I understand anything could happen. Now I'll be honest. Because I was thinking about it. I was like, should I join Shadow Ghosts in this like thing? Like if Berlanga wins, I'll delete my channel.
Nah, don't. Can you imagine if like all these channels do it?
I was like thinking about it. I was like, I'm so confident, and then I was like, nah, some crazy shit's gonna happen.
Hold on. There you go. Hold on. Look. You see, you're so confident, right? But let me say this: if you have a channel, if you're so confident, put your channel up. Put your channel up.
But I ain't gonna put my channel
I'm putting my channel up because in the long run, really, I don't really care if I lose my channel. But I'm saying if you're so confident that he's really gonna beat Berlanga, put your channel up. Put your channel up.
Hey, look, you found the way, brother, to pump yourself up for this fight. You know what I mean? So
I don't know if that's a good way, but you know.
Look, man, don't put your channel up, dude. Do something else, man.
It's too late now, brother. It's too late now. I'm stubborn.
Fuck that. You can do what you want. It's your channel, man.
Nah. Especially because of all these trolls now. If he knocks him out and I don't put my channel up, all I'm gonna see is all you, man. Yeah, look at you. You said you was gonna put your channel up, and you ain't never.
The best I can hope for is that the young man puts out a good fight. If he could do what John Ryder did, at least, or if he does a Munguia, I will give him his credit because that's not what I expected.
Look at what this guy said. This guy right here, Mike. Thank you for joining, bro. Look at this. If Canelo loses to Berlanga, his whole legacy takes a hit badly. It does, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, especially after everybody saying he's ducking Benavidez.
Right, I was right about to say they won't even talk about David no more.
Look, if that's true, and the reality is, if he loses to Berlanga, that's a really bad look. I mean, there's no he could rematch Berlanga, knock out Berlanga in the rematch.
Right.
It's still
wouldn't matter.
It's not gonna matter.
No, man, he would have to retire, bro. That's what. If anything, if Canelo loses, fuck your channel shit. Canelo needs to retire.
You know what? You think
that's
Canelo
the only way he
that?
loses? If he's shot. If he just becomes shot out of nowhere, that's it. But I don't see that happening.
Do you think Canelo?
But let
me ask you this: like, if Canelo were to put his, but let me ask you this: if Canelo were to put his career on the line in this fight, do you think that would help, like, sell the fight? If you told people, if this guy,
you mean like how I'm putting my channel up? No. But I will say this though, bro. I'm telling you, the more that I look at this, and the more that I look, and I'm looking at me in general, like what I've been doing, bro. I've been shitting on Berlanga for so fucking long, right? And I saw an interview where Berlanga was like, and I'm listening to him, and I'm like, well, why the fuck do you think that, bro? Like, obviously, there's a reason why we think that. But in the interview, he's like, and I gotta find it. Maybe I can find it while you guys are talking. He says, you know what's so crazy is everybody in the fucking world thinks I'm gonna lose to this guy. Everybody's overlooking me. And he's like, and he looks and he's dead ass serious, and he says, I'm gonna hurt him bad. Now, of course, he's just talking, and that's what he thinks. But just imagine, bro. Just imagine that. You never know, bro.
I'm having a hard time imagining
that. He believes that, man.
Oh, he does believe it, bro.
He believes it 100% that he could beat him. He wouldn't sign to fight him.
I think that if he really does believe this, after Canelo beats his ass, he might be done.
Well, how about this? Look. Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said right here? Hold on.
Rest in peace.
Yo, but
hold on.
He's getting a career payday he'll never get again. He'll retire.
Hold on. Watch what he says here. Hold on. Watch what he says here. Hold on. Watch. Hold on.
You gotta Patito,
on September 14th, to close this out, Edgar, what's going to happen and what are you going to tell the fans and going to tell the world, and what are you going to show them?
Hold on. Before that, hold on.
a robot for my me.
Intensity in your eyes. A lot of fans feel like you're just coming for a check, yada yada yada. But like I can get that from you. Like no, like that's not in your mind like whatsoever. You're going in there like kill or be killed. Like either I'm knocking him out or something's gonna happen.
Of course, bro. That's just what it is. That's how respect is gonna be gained that night. You know. No. Out of here, bro. You bleed the same. You bleed like me. You breathe the same air I breathe. You walk on the same earth that I walk on. You nothing. He's nothing different. He's not a robot from outer space. You know what I'm saying? He's a human, man. You feel me? And Roberto Benitez.
Right here too.
He said he knocking me out in 8. I'm knocking him out in 6 rounds. I'm gonna hurt him bad. You're gonna see. I'm gonna hurt him bad.
He believes that shit, bro. I'm telling you, he believes that shit. He believes that shit.
Of course he does, man.
I'll say this: if Canelo doesn't knock him out, it's a bad look. There's no doubt about it. He's got to knock this guy out.
You got to understand when you see this kid is like 6'1".
Oh, yeah, he is HOD.
And I'm sorry, you're gonna look down at a 5'7" nothing guy at that point. It's hard to you not to feel that I'm gonna break you. You know, I'm gonna break you.
Yeah. Well, HOD, look, like right here, like look at the
So
way
you guys are telling me that after this fight, he's gonna be in shock. Like you're not gonna believe what happened. Like I can't believe just beat my ass. Like because he believes so much that he's gonna win this fight. He's
man, he has to believe that, and if he loses, he knows.
If he believes that hard, like to the point of delusion, and he gets destroyed, I think he's done, bro.
I would remind him, bro. He collected a payday of his life too. I mean, you know,
it might mentally break him if he.
He's already mentally broken with all his shitty fights, man. I mean, let's be real. I think that it's a career payday. I don't know what he's getting. Maybe with pay-per-view and all that stuff. Maybe $10 million.
Like right here, look, like right here, and this is what I'm just trying to say. Like the little chance that I give him, in order for him to do it in my eyes, because I don't think he could. You know how he mentioned in the press conference, HOD and D-Styles, he said something like, "Oh, IQ and every." Come on, bro. We know you don't have the IQ, but I do. I will say this: if he is going to land that shot, he's got to be like this, bro.
I'm gonna break everything in your body, nigga.
All you.
Space out. Yeah, you're gonna see.
So many problems. You're gonna feel so much pain.
Never got hit by this before. I don't hit like Triple G. I don't hit like Kirkland.
You'll see.
I'm gonna break your nose.
You will see.
I'm gonna break your nose. I'm gonna break your nose. I'm gonna break everything in your body, nigga.
That part right there, I believed him. Like he stepped up. Like his vein was popping on his neck. Like he
And he said in the interview, I gotta find it, but there was an interview, HLD, where he in the interview, and he's being interviewed by a woman. I gotta find it, and he's like, she says something to him like, she's like, well, you're very flashy, like you look like with the gold chain and everything like that, and of course you know what he says, right? Well, I'm from New York or Puerto Rico, and then he says, everyone is overlooking me, bro. Everybody. He's like, even people like, even people that I know, I feel like are overlooking me. He's like, and watch, bro. Just watch what I'm gonna do. He's got to have that mentality, because if he doesn't, but then again, look, the thing is you wonder where he gets it from. And I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but when you look,
well, he gets it from where he's from, bro. That's how it is, bro.
It was cordial.
He's in the concrete jungle. That's how people are.
Yeah,
is his dad Fat Joe's dad too, or what?
We was like cool, Appreciate we got the fight, but then, he comes over here. He want to act cocky. Like now, he want to show up. So we gonna go right back to him. Like we not no fucking punk. You know what I mean? We from New York. I'm from New York. I grew up, my son. You know what I mean? I'm from the street. I got a great family that I grew up. Grew me good. But I'm from the street. I grew up, my son, like a warrior. And wherever we go, we represent. Appreciate we got the fight, and then so we gonna now he want to show up. We give him respect, but now he come over here in LA. He think he's the shit. Fuck him, bro. Fuck him, the whole fucking team.
Do you think
right
this?
now, Canelo, we're gonna knock you out. Come in the first round and trying to fight us. Don't run like you be doing, running around. Fight, come for the first round and fight us. Knocked out, and then we're gonna pull you like this to suck. After we fucking knock you the fuck out.
He definitely got it from his dad. Yeah.
Holy shit.
If you don't have that attitude from the ghetto that these fucks are from, bro, you become food, and that's just the way it is. And this is their world. That's the way they are.
Hey, that's that Brooklyn Teofimo.
If you don't walk like this in the hood, you will become food. And so this is just that bravado that you gotta have. And it's dog eat dog, and that's the way it is. Kill or be killed.
And some fighters we all know, like, they bring that street shit into the fight because really that's all they know how.
His confidence, but that has nothing to do with what's gonna happen.
No, it doesn't. It's like this shit right here.
Don't play no games, cause my got guns with them, bro. And me and my nigga, we done already beat bodies, and they still looking for me.
You know what really concerns me is Fat Joe hanging around this young man, and I bet you, I'm gonna assume that Fat Joe has funded money over to Berlanga, hoping to back and pay when he does.
Did you see what Fat Joe
and
said?
I wouldn't be surprised if part of this check goes right back to Fat Joe.
Well, I'll say this though: Fat Joe's gonna help promote the fight at least a little bit. So
that's what he's
Did
there
you
for.
guys
he should be there doing.
HOD, did you hear when he said this? Hold on.
It's 22-0. It's
20. Hold on. Did you hear when Fat Joe said this?
Yeah, I don't listen to him.
Well, watch what he says here.
2-0. And he got a chance at the champ, and his own people are in there talking about Puerto Ricans for Canelo. This says a lot about you guys.
Nah, ain't nobody good, guys.
But you know what?
So, also, but you know what's so crazy about it is that
listening to trolls.
Fat Joe's got an interview that I gotta find it. He probably took it down already. But it was a live that he did. You know, he's got his little show, right? And Berlanga had forgot one of his fights where I don't know if it's the one where he got dropped or one of them. Like, his last couple of outings have not been great. And he did a live, and in that live, they were asking him about Berlanga, and he literally says out of his own mouth, he's like, "Hey, that's my guy. I rock with him, but he needs to kind of, tighten it up, because if he was to fight someone like Canelo," he kind of insinuated like, he'll lose. But now he's not saying that because he's gonna walk him out and everything. But even he fucking knows, bro.
That's why I got a lot of love for my young man Xander Zayas, because he's a Boricua true, and he don't act like a fool with none of this nonsense. You know what I mean? It's about the hard work, dedicated, in and out, and he's always doing his best. But this motherfucker goes out, has a weak ass fight, gets dropped, and then the next thing you know, he's with Fat Joe at a club. Motherfucker. That daddy Yankee shit, it doesn't fly with me.
I just want to say this. So I remember because I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, right?
I feel sorry for you, but go ahead, yeah.
Come on. We've had some good years so far. But here's the thing. When Drew Bledsoe got traded from the Patriots to the Bills, right? I remember I was excited because, that's the best quarterback since Jim Kelly for us, right? And I'll never forget, my cousin told me, "Look, bro, they're in the same division. They're trading this dude because he ain't good no more. Like, he's done." Right? Turned out they were right. So I'm saying that to say this. Top Rank didn't want to do it anymore. Like Top Rank had Berlanga, and they invested a lot in Berlanga, right? They were good. Like, they let him go like nothing. Like, I think they knew over there, like, this guy wasn't going to amount to anything, not to the world stage. Berlanga's here by luck and by chance in terms of, yes, Eddie Hearn signed him. Eddie Hearn, even him, he was trying to get him a fight where he could finally get a knockout. He finally gets a knockout, and now he's here, right? Berlanga skipped a lot in the pecking order to get this opportunity. I don't think Canelo beats Munguia, for example. I think Berlanga. I don't think he beats Munguia. I think Munguia fucks up Berlanga, quite frankly. So what I'm saying is that your channel ain't going anywhere. That's what I'm trying to say. But Bob thought he had a dude that could beat Canelo. You think he gets rid of him, bro? You think they don't resign him?
On what?
If Top Rank really believed in Berlanga like that, you think they let him go?
Yeah, they wouldn't have let him because you know what? The formula that Berlanga got this fight is because of connection through Eddie Hearn. It's because of Eddie Hearn that this fight ended up happening because he has the connection with Canelo on a one-on-one. You know, I don't think
even
repertoire.
Even Eddie said in the interview, he said that he was they signed Berlanga solely based off he promised him that he can get him that Canelo fight, and then he said I actually got a little nervous when he went to go fight Munguia because we were gonna try to get the fight, and now so basically that's the whole reason why. Edgar. I wonder how much Edgar's making for this fight, bro.
It was in the works for a while, guys. I was told this last summer that if Canelo was to re-sign with Matchroom, that the first person they were going to match him was Berlanga. I said it on my channel
about
too.
10 million. He's gonna with the pay-per-views and all that stuff. I think he makes about 10.
So I'm reading an article right now that confirms. Now this is Mike Oppinger, so take it for what it's worth. That Top Rank decided to go their separate ways with Berlanga. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, they were gonna say Bobby knew he didn't stand a chance in hell of making a Canelo fight.
They could have dropped him for that. That's a good point. It could have been maybe he's just a fucking cancer to their locker room there, and they don't want to deal with him no more. I know that they've said that about quite a few fighters that they're hanging on by a thread right now at Top Rank. But Berlanga, he just doesn't have the skills to win the fight, man.
He doesn't.
Doesn't mean that he's not confident. I believe he's very confident. I think all these fighters are very confident in what they can do and what they believe that they can do. But yeah, you're talking about fighting one of the best fighters in the world, man, and you haven't been in with anyone near
that level.
Yet, I just think he skipped too many steps. Like he skipped
that's exactly what I said earlier in my live D Styles. I said, you know how people get on fighters and say, like for instance, they say, well, Boots hasn't fought anybody. And I've always said, well, listen, they got to fight somebody sometime. But then I'm like, this is just a huge jump from going from that to fucking Canelo. It's just a huge, massive jump, bro.
He went from Pee Wee all the way to college.
NFL. I wouldn't go that far. I would say if there's a minor leagues for boxing, Berlanga would be in the minor leagues. I would say. That's
Double A.
He went from the G League to the All-Star game.
He was playing for the El Paso Chihuahuas, and all of a sudden he's going to go play against the New York Yankees. Like, can
anyone find me how much Berlanga is making? Because when I look up Canelo,
you're not going to get that.
He's making 60. It says Canelo. Multiple sources saying Canelo's making 65 million for this fight, but I don't see how much Edgar's making.
You're not going to get the exact numbers. Canelo did put out his percentages and stuff, and he gets 80% of everything for his own words. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that he's up there. 50 million.
If Berlanga is getting a cut of the pay-per-view, I don't know if he is or he isn't. He should be because he's selling the shit out of this fight. I mean, this is totally anecdotal, but I have friends at work asking me about this fight, and I can't believe it. Like, they didn't ask me about
it's a casual fight, huh?
I'm not saying that. It's totally.
Hey, D-Style, just real quick.
Highball's good, man. The only thing is that us Puerto Ricans, we're gonna have to take a hit forever.
Why the damn fight, man?
This is not accurate. This is not accurate, but it says right here that it says through box. Of course, this is just an outlet though, but it says through Eddie Hearn. It says that Berlanga signed a multi-million, like D-Style said, a multi-million-dollar deal through Eddie Hearn, and Canelo's purse is 65 million. And then it says it's not confirmed, but it's around the area that Berlanga is around the $10 million category, which
I don't know if that's true.
Which sounds accurate, doesn't sound too far off because Caleb Plant got 10 million to fight Canelo.
Yeah, but he was a champion.
Yeah, that was an undisputed bout. They were trying to get Canelo over
Showtime
there.
paid $50 million guaranteed to Canelo for that fight. Plus the
Yeah,
it's
if
over
he's
5
getting
million
60
on it?
million, they're losing money in this fight.
You think
Let's
it's
put it
over
that way.
5 million for Berlanga at least?
That's why I don't think he's getting that 60 million. There's no way this fight generates that kind of money. But I hope I'm wrong.
Maybe up to.
Maybe after the back end. Maybe after all the back end. I think maybe like a $35 million guarantee.
That sounds
Plus
more
back
accurate
end.
there. Yeah. 30, 35 guaranteed for Canelo. Maybe
all three
anywhere from
sources I looked at
5 to
said
7 for
65,
Berlanga.
bro.
You know, Eddie Hearn. You know, I'm not too. I'm very critical of how he promotes fights here in the States, but he knows how to negotiate deals for his fighters. I'll give him that. You know,
Now moving forward from this fight,
you negotiate, man. You know,
moving forward from this fight, I believe Canelo's playing the long ball, and he's gonna fight the winner of Better Be Than Bill next year, Cinco de Mayo, for the undisputed.
I think he's entering a phase right now that
victory
I
lap,
just,
man.
I believe that's what he chases.
First of all, if he loses to Berlanga, it's over. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, no, if it's over, but like we said, we're not going to happen.
Canelo are going to go to the shadow realm if he loses that fight, right?
There's no legacy. There's no legacy for Benavidez. There's no legacy for Crawford. Why not then just go for the easy bag and then go for legacy at 175 for undisputed?
When you say, I just want to get clarification. When you say legacy, are you talking about trinkets? Is that what you're talking about? Like kind of belts?
No, I'm saying legacy as far as going for undisputed at 175.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I think Crawford Benavidez are legacy fights. That's my opinion.
I don't think so. I don't think there is no legacy.
You know why it's legacy? Because the public wants to see those fights.
Well, it's a different factor.
No,
but I think once you beat them, they become like Munguia. Like, what was Munguia? What's Berlanga? You know?
I don't think Crawford Benavidez objectively are bigger fights than those two, right?
They are bigger fights. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying legacy-wise, there is no legacy.
They're not just bigger; they're better fights, in my opinion. But,
right, and they are better fights, but they're not legacy fights.
Well, and I think
Shadow Bulls wouldn't say, "Oh, if Benavidez wins, I'm going to shut down my channel." Like, you wouldn't say that.
No, I don't think he would either.
No, man.
Would you, Shadow?
Shadow drinking that Berlanga juice, man. Putting up his channel for that.
If Canelo was fighting Benavidez instead, would you be putting
I said that. I said, bro, if I really wanted to, I said, first off, if I really wanted to keep my channel, I would never, like, if I really 100% wanted to keep my channel, I would never put my channel up. So obviously, I don't really care if I lose it. But I said, it's a safe bet with Berlanga because you wouldn't imagine me saying that with David Benavidez saying, oh, if he beats Canelo, like, that's crazy.
What about Crawford? What if he was fighting Crawford next? Would you say that?
I'd give Crawford more of a chance than Berlanga, which is kind of sad because Berlanga's in the weight class of 168.
Because I guess for me, it's
I don't give him more of a chance.
Fighting, and this is mainly about Benavidez, like fighting the top contender of your division, right? If it's number 1 and number 2, that's legacy to me. Like to me,
the legacy with Jamal Charlo.
No. Not like that.
Wasn't he undisputed?
No, but I'm talking about the same division, brother. Like, what I'm saying is, it's like when you look at Ali's resume, when you look just historically, like any fighter, right? When you match up, like what made Maldrick Tater Chavez big, it wasn't that they were both champions; it was unification. Like, we happen to know that because we're diehard fans and know about the sport, but what made it big and historic was that it was a number 1 and number 2 fighting for supremacy of the division. And that's basically boxing. It's an experiment to find out who is the best, and the only way you find out is if you actually conduct the experiment in the ring. And they need to fight. I believe Canelo wins a fight, but that's irrelevant.
So you're talking about Benavidez?
Yes, because that is a
fight.
I
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
So I just, it's just my opinion that
they just pay the man. The turkey's the bottomless pit of money. Pay them, and we got the fight. The objective to make that fight is there. There's put your money where your mouth is, and we'll see the fight. That turkey.
Oh.
That's it. You know, I mean,
yes. My issue is like I don't mean you necessarily, although you did say it, but there are people that act as if it's not a big legacy fight, or they act like Canelo doesn't need that fight, right? And he does need that fight.
With who?
If he doesn't fight at 175 for undisputed, yeah, he should have done. He doesn't need it. But if he goes to 175 after Berlanga to fight Better Beef or Big,
I'll take it a step further. Just like when a friend's fucking up, a real friend will tell that friend, "Hey, yo, you're fucking up." Right? You're not a real friend if you act like they're doing good and all that, and you just ignore it, right?
Right.
Any real fan of Canelo needs to tell him, "No, bro, you need to fight that dude." Like,
Yeah, but
period.
that's the crazy thing is you
But
got
this is
Canelo, you got
not
Canelo
accurate.
fans, bro. You got Canelo fans that won't even like criticize Canelo, bro.
can you believe that if Canelo goes to 175 to fight the winner of Bivol and Better Beef, defeats that person, becomes undisputed at 175, and now you have both Benavidez and Morrell at 175.
Right.
I think that
I don't think he
supersedes
moves
just
up.
fighting Benavidez right now.
I don't think he moves up. But we'll
I
see.
do. I do. There's nothing left at 168. Let's be honest. What is there left? Nothing.
I mean,
Well, there's two guys there that moved up because they weren't getting the fights, and that's Benavidez.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but
Wait, hold on.
there's nothing.
That Crawford fight is still there.
Yeah, the
No,
Crawford
that
fight
relationship
there.
is broken, bro.
Like, man, I'll rather him fight Mabili than Berlanga, to be honest with you. But like
That would have been a good fight.
There's better guys than Berlanga. I'll put it that way.
As far as competition wise, yeah, but as far as then making money, no. I think Berlanga is the biggest name for him to make a fight with right now at 168. There's no one else. As far as just the business wise,
I'd say Benavidez.
he's not at 168. So that's what I'm saying. Right now at 168,
I could tell you this: if the phone rang and it was Canelo, he'd be back at 168. No doubt about it.
I agree with that.
You Canelo calls you, you answer the phone. That's just that's common sense.
But
you know?
I mean,
but that's where the high risk is. So he's like, all right, this guy's a bigger dude. You gotta pay me.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So you
So let me take the easy bag.
Berlanga's a bigger dude, though. Berlanga's bigger dude.
So you think after this fight, Canelo's just gonna turn around and go, "I want David now"? Like, I don't.
No, he's gonna go up and say, I want whoever the undisputed champion at 175 is.
Here's my thing. So Callum Smith was bigger than Benavidez. But him.
No, ain't no 168 bigger than Benavidez. That fat fuck is a heavyweight.
But he makes the weight, though, right? I mean, it is what it. I'm just talking about
but
the guys.
nobody's bigger than Benavidez.
I'm just saying, like, he fought a 6'4" Callum Smith, right?
In stature. In stature.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just putting it out there, right? If I'll be honest with you, bro. If Canelo is gonna be saying he's too big and so what is in it for me, and he's asking for what he's asking for, I mean, look, if Turkey gives it to Canelo, great, because I get the fight. I'm not against it, right? But at the same time, like, you're not demanding that out of anybody else, though. So that's why I just gave you a little bit of pushback when I said it wasn't legacy.
Because he doesn't have to. Look, he's gonna make $35 million fighting this.
Yeah, but I'm not getting any of that money, right?
You know?
I'm just looking at this from what I want to see, right? All I'm saying is people need to stop acting as if Canelo doesn't need that fight.
The way I'm saying this because
that's the thing, D Style. You got, like I'm saying,
you got
Canelo fans that will never admit that, bro. They will.
If he fights for undisputed at 175, the Benavidez name means nothing.
No, but HOD, hold on a second. Hold on. But you got.
I think that's kind of pie in the sky, man. To be honest,
you do got Canelo fans that will always say, "Oh, he doesn't need to prove it anything." You know, he doesn't need to. You know,
I would have liked it. I'm not gonna say I would have liked that fight over this any time and day. Yes, absolutely. But I'm just looking at it that I feel that that's what this man is doing. Long-term goal is, let me keep a couple of easy bags. I got the Munguia, I got Berlanga, and then these other guys have been talking shit. And when I go down to 175, they're looking to try to be undisputed, and I'm just gonna walk into the undisputed fight. and if he wins, I mean, everything else doesn't matter.
I don't see that happening, man. Especially at this point of Canelo's career. He's getting up there in age. He's fought
to fight an old better beat.
Almost 20 years. He's been in the game now. That's difficult. And then the 2 times that he did go up there, those weren't easy fights. They had to come from behind to knock out Kovalev, and then he got washed by Bivol. It doesn't look like a good weight for him, to be honest.
Hey,
with
you know what?
He was messed up.
Hey, now that I got you guys on here, hey, can I get you guys' opinion on what Berlanga said here? Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Hey, Edgar, good.
Hold on.
You know, he's very respectful. I'm not going to kill. Taking you outside of this equation, what do you make of him not fighting David? And do you think that's why the people think of him like that in Mexico, because he's not fighting that guy? And other instances where he's kind of waited for fights.
I just seen a thing he said, an interview. I was like, nah, this dude's crazy. He just put out a interview saying that he's a good fighter. He's a dangerous fighter. He's big. He comes over 20 pounds. I'm like, yo, bro, you just made yourself look like the biggest pussy in boxing. Like, for real, like, you said 200 million. Because now I'm thinking about it, right? I'm like, wait, I'm like, nah, he's probably not even scared of him. But now, after seeing an interview that he did the other day, and he said, no, he's a great fighter, he's dangerous, he's big, he comes over 20, like, he's the same weight as you at 168. So what does it matter? If y'all going out on Friday at 168, what does it matter? He jumps up 15, 20 pounds. You jump up the same weight, bro. So what's the difference here? It's pussy. It's pussy. It's pussy. You pussy. It's pussy. Now he's pussy.
Can I go first?
The difference, Berlanga is better than you, bro.
I'll say I agree with most of what he said, not some of the trash talk in there, but I mean, we just have to be honest, man. There is no $200 million for that fight. That's not a realistic number, you know. If he does fight Benavidez, I believe he'll probably get the highest guarantee of his career, but it won't be anywhere near $200 million. No. Do I think he's afraid? No, I just think he understands that, like Berlanga said, he's a naturally bigger, maybe here. Naturally stronger, and it's a tough fight.
After I saw Benavidez' last performance, I got Canelo beating his ass.
Hold on, right here. Hold on, right here.
His Excellency, the Sheik said that he would be willing to pay whatever you want to fight Crawford.
Fine.
Yeah.
If he's willing to pay whatever I want, hands down.
That'll work. So if yeah, you're in. So if the numbers were right with Crawford, you'll do it.
Why not? Why not?
That was when they were talking about Crawford, right? But so then on the same interview, they took phone calls, right? They took phone calls, and the first person that calls up says to Canelo, hey, you know, you said that you had mentioned somewhere else that you'll fight David for and this is what Edgar was just quoting, by the way. He was quoting the Sway interview because the person said, you said that you would fight David for 200 million, and that is it because he's a dangerous fighter and you know he's a dangerous fighter? And he says, well, no, yeah, he is a dangerous fighter. He is a dangerous fighter, but but then Canelo goes, I put myself in a position to where I make 80, 85 or 80% of everything that's made in the arena. If I get a soda, I get 80% or something like that. So I believe he's trying to say like, yo, like I put myself in a position where if in so many words, if I'm gonna take this risk, I put myself in a position where I could
get the reward.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how it works.
Yeah, but no one's denying that to Canelo, right?
No, nobody.
But the problem is this: like the issue at the end of the day, got to go on a little bit. So let me just make this last point.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, guys, I got to shut it down before 1. It's around 10 minutes.
Hey, you're the boss, man.
So here's the deal. Canelo Benavidez aside, like I just feel like just asking the fans, like, well, what do you want? Like, do you want to see the fight or not? Because I keep hearing it's not so much about if somebody thinks Canelo beats up Benavidez and cool, that's your opinion, right? However, it's just the energy is just different, right? It's just a different energy. Like me, I personally think Canelo destroys him. Like I think it's an easy fight for Canelo. That's my
I
opinion.
think so too.
But that's my opinion. I put it aside, right? Does Canelo believe that? Because it doesn't sound like he does, quite frankly. And it is. I still think it's a risky fight because Benavidez has a really good engine. Benavidez brings a lot of volume, and it could go south and not go Canelo's way. That's always possible in a more credible, risky way than a Berlanga fight, or frankly, any of the last few fights he's had. So it's dangerous, right? It's a dangerous fight. And I just don't think enough fans acknowledge that. They just don't. They act like it's no big deal, and if I don't see it, I just don't care, right? And I like Puro Sur. He's a cool dude. But the last time I was here, like this long, he was trying to convince me that in his mind, Munguia is a more dangerous fight. He doesn't even care. He said, "I don't care." He said, "If we don't get the Benavidez fight, because I don't believe it's a good fight at all." And I don't know, man. Like I just think there's too many people that are acting as if this doesn't matter to them. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think they're full of shit. I think that if that fight gets made, they're going to be nervous. I believe that fight gets made before that bell rings. They're going to have butterflies in their fucking stomach. They're going to be nervous as fuck, right? Now, me, I love those fights. Yes, I'm going to feel those
fights,
but I love that feeling, right? So like, and they know that, and I believe fans sometimes don't want that. They would rather feel safe and just and I guess protect their fighters and have their fighters in fights that they know, because they want it to be like a homecoming game. Remember the homecoming games in high school? That's how they want the fights to feel.
Yeah, it's gonna be butterflies in my stomach, like how I am with the Canelo and Berlanga fight, because my channel was shut down.
You see how you needed that feeling, so you created it, right, with what you did, right? But what I'm saying is that nervous feeling, that like, oh fuck, like if Canelo loses this fight, oh man, those Benavidez fans are gonna talk all this type of shit, like, and they know it's real, they know it's a real threat.
I believe what you're saying is so true, D-Stop, because you see that a lot. For example, I mean, there is no secret. My following with Teo, and he calling out Crawford, and oh, you gonna knock him out? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't care if he knocks him out. I want to see the fight.
Well, I'm glad he brought that up. When Teal says he wants Crawford, I believe him. Like you have all these dudes saying, "Oh, he's full of shit. He doesn't really want it." I don't see how anybody could possibly see how Teofimo has moved in his career and come up with a conclusion that he's capping, right?
Yeah, he's
but
not.
that it's I play poker. I know when people are bluffing. I don't think he's bluffing. I don't think he beats Crawford, for the record, but I do think he believes he can, right? I think he has a shot, and I'll give him a better shot against Crawford than I'm giving Berlanga against Canelo. I'll tell you that.
And you know what Crawford thinks about that.
T.O. Wayne, what do you think about it? Man, fuck T.O. Yes! Yes! Fuck you too!
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
You've been waiting for that.
I think he wants to like me and HLD has talked about this before with Tio. Like people think he's playing when he says,
"Hey man, that D-Stop fell off." Shit.
Hold on.
He was finishing up his.
Yeah, I think he did. He fell off.
Man, but I believe everything D-Stop was saying. There's a lot of fans who like to play it safe, and kind of like the tank fans, and well, he don't have to fight, he's gonna knock him out anyway, and all that stupid shit. So I get it. I get what he's saying. There's a segment of that.
There's a few in the chat right now that are doing it, and that's something that I've noticed ever since Canelo became undisputed at 168. That's the fight that I was calling for after he beat Caleb. I said, like, I want him to fight Benavidez now. I think it's the best fight.
To make clarity of my stance, I'm saying he doesn't need Benavidez if he actually, after this fight, moves up to 175.
I don't even have to look at
for the undisputed.
I know the people that are in my chat. I don't even got to read this shit. There's like 5 people that I know that are gonna say you don't need to fight David.
But if he doesn't fight nobody else, I mean, and he's staying at 168.
He doesn't need to fight David, but I'm saying we all know what's gonna happen if he doesn't and retires, bro. Like
he
that
wants
shit is
to,
always
he
gonna.
wants to make the biggest guaranteed purse and probably paycheck of his career. That's a fight to make, and I'll tell you why. HOD, you might disagree, but I'll tell you why I think this is the case with this fight is because the last time we seen Canelo fight, a Canelo fight do big numbers, do big business, was both fights with Triple G. The reason for that is because Triple G, the fans, there was a perception amongst the fans at the time that Canelo was avoiding Triple G, that he was afraid of him because Triple G was going to knock him out, was going to beat him. And that was the reason why that fight did such good numbers, because the fans, whether it's true
There's
or
an
not,
imagination left
whether,
to say that he may lose.
but that's my point, HOD. Whether it's true or not, if the fans believe it, they'll fucking buy the fight then. That's all we need. That's all you need is to have the fans believe that that's the reality, and they'll buy the fight. And that's what we have right now with Benavidez. Right now, there's a lot of casuals out there. They constantly ask me, well, how come he's not fighting Benavidez? I'm like, what? I don't know. Could be a lot of reasons why. But it's the fight that they want to see. And a lot of them tell me, oh, well, I think he's scared. You know, and you guys know me. I don't say fighters are scared, but that's just the way that casuals think.
Mm-hmm.
So the perception has already become reality to them that, yeah, he doesn't want the fight. He's scared. But if he does announce it,
it doesn't help when you got people like Timothy Bradley. It's, you know, like casuals. When you got casuals watching boxing, like we know. But when you got like for instance, and this is what I was talking about before. So like you got casuals that will watch ESPN. And they think that and this is what I agree. I forgot who said this, but I share the same sentiment. I don't know who exactly said it, but I believe that, and we all should believe that the content creators on YouTube, we are the ones that represent boxing, not ESPN, not these fucking major networks. Like we are the ones that know, that really are following boxing like this. Like we are hardcores. We're up to like 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever like that. But when you got a casual that just watches ESPN, okay, and then you got them, you got, you know, like Timothy Bradley saying shit like this, you know,
once again,
basically goes off on basically saying that, you know, that Canelo's scared of David. They'll take that and they'll run with it. And now I'm not saying that he hasn't avoided. There's a difference to me between, people think it's the same, but to me there's a difference between being avoided and being scared. Because you can avoid people for many different reasons. You can avoid them because you just don't think it's a good idea right now. You can avoid them because you got a better fight coming up. You can avoid them. You see what I'm saying? But regardless of whatever it is, avoiding is avoiding. But then you got straight up scared. And I don't think Canelo is scared of anybody. I don't think Tio is scared of anybody. The fighting is like how these fighters, it's like clocking in at work, bro.
Their job,
like, man. I believe it, for instance, I'm gonna say this too. You know how the whole narrative was going around when Frank Martin was gonna fight Shakur Stevenson, remember? And then all of a sudden at the last moment, Frank Martin drops out of the fight and everyone was calling him a duck. You scared of Shakur, but then he turns around and fights Tank. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, so you're not telling me that he's fucking scared of Shakur, but then he's not scared of Tank, who'll put him in a fucking hospital. No, he picked Tank because it was beneficial, and he got more money, and he got a better deal.
He was not a man of principle. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what I'm gonna. Not that he was right, but he was not a man of principle because there was an agreement, and that's why the person was canceled.
Right, but hold on, HOD. But what I agree with you. I agree with you. When you agree to no, trust me, we're on the same page, brother. When you agree to something, you're a man. Just like remember when HOD, when the whole Fundora and Tim Tszyu thing happened with the cut, and the trainer says we'll give him a rematch. Remember we were talking about the principle and shit like that.
Right.
I agree with you. Yes, but the question is, do you think that he was afraid of Shakur? Like, you know, no, I don't think he turned around and fought Tank. You know, but you got people that'll say, oh, look, he ducked Shakur. He's scared of Shakur. But then wait, bro, he turned around and he fought Tank, bro. To me, what are you more scared of? Getting fucking put in a coma, that knockout that you had, or fucking getting outpointed by fucking Shakur?
Yep, it makes sense, man. Like, whenever we hear these things get thrown around, these duck talk and scared, blah blah blah, it's usually because there's a better opportunity out there for somebody, and that's exactly what happened with Frank Martin. The Shakur fight was agreed upon between PBC and Top Rank. Yeah, and then he moved away from that last minute, and he got a more lucrative fight with Tank Davis. So, yeah, that's a that's a great point. You get it, Shadow. That's usually what happens.
No, because the whole thing is because now with Canelo, it's a little bit more of a stretch because David, regardless. Now I don't know the whole maybe. I don't know how long David was his actual mandatory, but however, the whole narrative that he needed to fight David or David was on his ass. And by the way, me and HLD has been through this before too, where and I wholeheartedly agree. And by the way, anyone that knows, I don't agree with HLD on a lot of things. There's a few things, but I agree with him when it comes to David. And it was and also Puro, by the way, which is kind of rare because I don't always agree with Puro on a lot of things. Like he told me Barboza outpoints Devin Haney, shit like that. But when it came to David, I don't believe this whole thing that David really I believe they overhyped David wanting to fight Canelo. I'm not saying he didn't want to fight Canelo, but I'm saying the way that they promoted it and showed it to the people, because I believe that there were opportunities that David took, or there was a way all right, let me say it like this so people can understand. We all know that when you want to fight Canelo, right? I don't agree with it. But this whole kiss the ring bullshit, I don't like it. I think it's a diva type shit. However, he's in that position. But we know what happens when people try to disrespect him or call him out or something. You remember what Andre did, right? Andre goes to he tries to punk Canelo on fucking live national TV or whatever, live, and goes, oh, hey, fight me or whatever. And what did he do? He took it as disrespect, and he never fought him, right? He never fought Andre. He shut him down or whatever. You're a horrible fighter, this and that, right? So we know that the approach that you take with Canelo is very, very important. So to me, when every time I saw David and David's father just, oh, he's a pussy, oh, he's this and that, to me in my mind, I'm like, wait a second. Every time you do that, you're pissing this man off more because he said, why am I going to give this fucking kid a payday? You know what I mean? He's fought nobody. So to me, it's like you could have took the more respectful approach, like Munguia or some shit like that, and you could have probably got the fight. But because you're trying to call him a pussy and disrespect him and all that, in my mind, it's like there's no way in fucking earth that you don't think that you're lowering your chances at a fight. So I said to myself, why did they keep doing that? Well, in my eyes, it's sort of like, well, you must not really want to fight. And to put it to you in other words like this, it's like saying if you're at your job and you say to your boss, I really want to work the morning shift, but you work the night shift, right? And he's like, okay, well, you want to work the morning shift. Okay, I'll think about it, right? But in the meantime, I need you to do this. I need you to do that, right? Well, if you said, well, fuck that, I ain't doing that, then you must not really want to work that morning shift, I guess. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that. It's sort of like, the approach that you're taking with Canelo is taking away your opportunity. So why would you keep fucking calling him a pussy and calling him all that, knowing now I don't agree with it. But in my whole mind, when this shit was going on, I'm like, does he really want to fight this motherfucker, bro? Does he really want to fight him? That's a lot of times that's how I looked at it.
No, we'll see. I mean, it's the same thing. Look, right now, Teo has the opportunity. Right, you've been saying, "Oh, you want to move up to that?" Well, hey, Norman Jr.'s got elevated to champion status. Let's see if Teo's not going to put into petition to fight him in December. You know what I mean? He's embarking. Let's see if he's going to make it happen.
With who? With
Norman Jr. in December.
Oh yeah, I was about to say because Crawford, that's a whole different thing. But Crawford, you know what's so crazy too, and I agree with you when it comes to the fans too. Because you know how we said that there are fans that'll say, well, Canelo shouldn't fight David, or he doesn't like instead of to me, as boxing fans, we should want to see these fights. And like when people say, oh, well, Crawford or knock Teo out. Okay, me as a Teo fan, I think that that Bud is a bad stylistic matchup for him, but I still want to see that fight, whether he gets knocked out or not. I'm not going to be like, oh, I like Teo, so therefore I'm going to tell everybody, no, Teo shouldn't fight Crawford, right? As boxing fans, we should want to see these fights, but we got fans that are low key. They're like, they don't want their fighter to lose for whatever reason. And when it comes to Crawford and Teo, I'm not saying that Crawford fans think that Teo beats him, but I do know that there's a lot of Crawford fans that they'll be like, oh, come on, he wants to fight Crawford and fucking laugh it off. He, ha, ha. Well, in my mind,
very similar to
in my mind, I'm like, well, if he's gonna knock Teo out and you don't like Teo, then that should be easy work for Crawford.
It kind of goes back to what D-Saw was saying earlier. I mean, and he made. I mean, it's a solid point because I was saying, yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal if Canelo fights Benavidez because I'm thinking he's going to fight the undisputed at 175. But back to just knowing, there are a lot of people who don't think that Canelo doesn't need to fight him regardless. And no, there's many fans that do, and I think
my whole thing alluding to that, HLD, I'm asking you is do you see how YouTube? I personally, I don't know how you guys look at it, but I truly believe that the YouTube movement, there's no boxers watch our channels. I'm not saying my channel. I'm saying, but they watch YouTube more. To me, the boxing streets of YouTube, it holds more ground than fucking Timothy Bradley talking on fucking ESPN. That's just me, because we know a lot of fighters will watch the Boxing Voice. They'll watch or either Showbiz or whatever the larger channels, or they watch all these channels, right? They know they're listening to the fans. So I believe that it holds weight to a certain extent. So when you got a whole bunch of fans copping pleas for a fucking fighter, and you got channels like, oh, he ain't got to do that, oh, he ain't got to do that, right? Some fighters could look at that, yeah, you see, I ain't got to fight him because I got a whole section, I got a whole bunch of fans over here that'll fucking fucking cop out for me. I ain't got to fight David. Look,
that's what I was about to say about Teo. Like for me, there's really nothing left at 140. Everybody's changed their diapers. There's new champions. Like there's nothing for as far as the juice is flowing. There's nobody. I would have liked to see maybe the Pitbull Cruz because I think it brings a big crowd and it would have been just a fun fair fight. But now that that's gone, then I'm not too high on any of the other guys. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, go fight Norman Jr. He's riding a good wave. It's a new division, and so if he's not going to fight anybody else, this guy, then it's got to be Norman Jr. And I'm expecting that to happen next. So we'll see.
Was that Andy Ruiz?
yeah, that's Andy Ruiz was spotted eating a glizzy before the Big Baby fight, and I was like, oh no, man, I don't think any fighter should ever be eating a glizzy at any point, bro. But I got a whole bunch of funny shit that I
broke his hand though, man. Ugly style.
Must be willing to deal with nonstop crime victim mentality. Serious inquirers only. And then I got, where's Bill Haney?
Hey, you guys seen the tweet of Devin Haney today?
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Devin said some shit like, "Oh, I gave y'all 3 months. What the fuck you?"
No, the game ain't been the same since I've been gone or something like that.
The game ain't been the
like,
same.
dude, I'm okay with you gone, bro.
You fucking right.
I asked him a question, man, when he tweeted that, because his friend, who's from Oakland, California, which is about 90 miles from where I live, Amari Jones is going to be headlining a card in the Oakland Marriott on the 31st.
Mm-hmm.
The promotional company that I work with here in Sacramento, Uppercut Promotions, is a co-promoter on that event. And from what I've seen from some of the posters that were made, that Devin Haney Promotions is also on the banner as well. So I asked him, "Hey, man, you gonna go to the show?" He didn't say nothing. And him and Amari, I don't know. Look, I heard before that Amari was signed to Haney Promotions.
Yeah, Omar. Yeah, there's only isn't there only like 1 or 2 fighters?
Well, the promoter that I talked to, who's the co-promoter of this event, he told me that he was never signed with Haney. Just him and Haney are friends, and that he gave him a couple of spots on his cards recently.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that's what happens with like Haney fought in his hometown, right? When he fought pro grade. Well, he had Amari Jones fight there as well, because guess what? He brings fans to the place too, and it's in the area. That's how you build these fights.
Yeah, but what's funny about the tweet is he tweeted that, and it only to get 1,000 people to respond to him, bro. They all trolling his ass.
Yeah. Hey, just real quick though, you know what I realized? So you know how you got these fighters that got their own promotions, right? You got like fucking Man Down Promotions, you got DHP Promotions, shit like that. But then again, we see like a lot of times, well, they only got like 1 fucking fighter signed to them and shit like that. To me, that's just a way for them to get more money out of their deals.
It's part of the LLC. When you have an LLC, you can then, as a fighter, pay yourself through the LLC for tax purposes. So it becomes
Yeah.
a tax deductible to your company. That's the
Right,
LLC.
so, yeah.
That's what it is.
that's what it is.
Man.
Wait. What did Devin Haney say? What did? Well, I'm about to look up his ex.
Well, he goes. I'm reading it.
I tell you this though, man. I tell you this, in major credit to these guys, and I know them. They're good people, but Gabriel Flores Jr. and his father have started their own promotional company, and they've put on 2 very successful events in their hometown this year.
Yeah,
and
kind
they've
of
already
saw
got a
that.
third. They already got
Little
a third
local
plan.
stuff.
Yeah, they got a 3rd show planned for October, and they just made a deal with BLK Prime to broadcast their fights.
Oh, they did it. They got a deal with Zab.
Yeah, so they're doing their own thing, man. They're actually real promoters. They're putting on shows.
That's who Bumgarner should have went with for her fight, because her fight that she's having, it's a private event. There's no tickets being sold for this fight.
Really?
And it's only going to be, I don't know, some wacky ass network. I don't even know what the name of it. I saw it. I never recognized it in my life.
Bro, he's got to be doing this in order to troll people. Like, what kind of response did he think he was gonna get? I gave y'all 3 months. He's got the hands out for the turkey alashiki like he's praying. And then he's like, I would say the comeback, but I never left. Embrace, like, come on now, Devin, come on now.
All I know is that he got trolled like a mother. Yeah, in Britain. What was it that he said?
He said, I gave y'all 3 months, and then he said, I would have said I'll be back, but I never left.
I'll see if he shows up to this event, man, in a couple weeks. If he is, I'll be there, man, and I'll ask him some questions if I get a chance to. I know Amari's going to be fighting in our city in literally less than a month after that, so he's probably going to fight some guy that he's probably going to get out of there quickly, and then turn around and fight again a few weeks later. So we'll see, man. Hopefully he shows up.
Hey, I gotta shut this down. It's been a good stream, man, but I appreciate y'all, man.
All right, man.
Last thing y'all want to say?
Yo, man, Berlanga, man, 6-round knockout, man.
Hey, Berlanga wins. I'm telling you. Hey, listen, bro. Berlanga wins. I shut my channel down.
Hey, guys. Yo, man, it's a good chat, man. Good chat. Everybody, God bless.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
No problem,
Have a good
man.
night.
Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. This shout out goes till next time I'm out. Y'all have a blessed morning.